With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shazbin 9 and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shoot of feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One sicked off across the board with charge to ward because his code can be ignored. Just how much TSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machiney. Snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is shy or scant to see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. He's nearly over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, as soon as right before it was going to go live, I actually remembered I forgot to do this little thing. I forgot to change the fucking source scene. There we go. Like literally like 2 seconds before it was due to go live, I thought, oh wait a second, I forgot to do that, and lo and behold, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna full start. Hey guys, King Jad here, and how you doing? This is Tuesday, the 13th of February. 2024. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Phil Burnell had a very salty day yesterday. His stream day yesterday was full of salt and sodium and rage quits and wage quits and threats to his audience and all sorts of toxic fucking bullshittery going on with Phil. There's a couple of things to go over, and one of them is Phil's antics during his Tekken gameplay. This is uploaded by DSP Tries at Mamology 101. Almost 14,000 views already. Notice a trend, Phil's video struggled to get 300, 400 views. Less than a day. Almost 14,000. Insane numbers as usual from DSP Tries at Mamology. But yeah, Phil got triple perfected, and then he complains about people not giving him money, shockingly. So yeah, some of these clips have to be seen to be believed. It's if you've not seen this yet, brace yourself.
What? I don't know what any of this is. This is fucking not even fighting game stuff. That's why I hate this character. Fight. What the hell? What am I supposed to do there? My sidestep still hits me. I'm still getting hit. I can't stop it. I can't stop any of it. It all just hits me. Wow, this is a fighting game. What do you do to that? It's instant. I can't stop it.
So I mean, hold on. Let's rewind that just for, you know, a little bit. Phil likes to fucking brag sometimes how he beats some players who have far more points than him. Phil has more than double the amount of points that this particular Alisa player has. This Alisa player has got, you know, less than high. They got 43,000 points compared to Phil's 90,000 points. And yet this fucking, you know, Alisa player, Doomscroll, perfected, you know, 3 times they perfected fucking Phil. You know what I mean? It's just like, and Phil's, then whose fault was it? The audience, because the audience weren't telling Phil how to fucking get around us and how to fucking fight this guy.
What do you do to that? It's instant. I can't stop it. It's not even a throw. There's no throw animation. It just hits you. It's instant damage and you can't avoid it. What am I supposed to fucking do to that?
Round 1.
All her move stuff mine. All her move stuff mine. And then she just does the fucking thing again. I can't stop it. I don't know how to stop this span. Fight. What the? Every move avoids everything that I'm doing. Look, literally every move she has avoids anything I hit and just stuff. I can't even do anything. I literally can't do anything.
Perfect.
It's just spam.
Round 3. Fight.
What do I do? I can't stop that move. Literally, she did it again. Interrupted my move again. Everything she does interrupts every button I've input. I can't do anything. I can't fight that character. And by the way, apparently no one in chat knows anything because no one's helping me. No one's saying a word.
So I didn't realise a fucking stream chat meant to hold your hand in a fighting game, Phil. You're meant to be the fucking former pro, you're meant to be a fucking elite fighting game player. This is meant to be a bread and butter, like the kind of game that you're better at than most other kind of games, and yet you're blaming your audience for not holding your hands for the fucking game and telling you how to beat the opponent.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fight that character. The people who were telling me what to do in this quest earlier are not answering. They all told me how to do it, and now they're not telling me what the best option is. Every move she does, it seems to be unavoidable. Unless you're super fast or you know how to block it. I don't know how to block that stuff. The head's unblockable. The head is unblockable. I can't do anything. She just hands you your head. You take it and blow up. You can't avoid it. There's no breaking it. It's just right in your face. You're done. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do that? And then she has that floaty sweep. You can't block it on reaction. It's too laggy. So you can't block that on reaction. So it's a free 3-hit combo. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's just literal move spam over and over.
Get ready for
and because
the
I've never
next
seen it,
battle.
I have no clue what to do to any of it.
So yeah, so that's the fighting, complaining part done for now. Now we get into complaining about money.
All right, so guys, if you are enjoying Tekken today, please support the stream. The pattern that I've been noticing lately is very simple. All right, everyone is hanging out on the podcast. I get a lot of support on the podcast. As soon as I start playing the game, there's no support for the rest of the stream, and it's starting to kill me. I mean,
It's starting to kill me. Literally the words he used to fucking tell, because he wasn't getting the money he thinks he deserves from his audience. He is telling his audience, it's starting to kill me. I'm not rewind that again. This is literally what Phil was telling his audience here.
very simple. All right, everyone is hanging out on the podcast. I get a lot of support on the podcast. As soon as I start playing the game, there's no support for the rest of the stream, and it's starting to kill me. To be honest here, like, I have all those fake gifted memberships, and it's been weighing on me now for a month, and I lost a lot of revenue because of that. And it's funny that I don't know what else to do. I'm playing the new games, you know. It would be great to get anything. I mean, a simple super chat, a tip, anything. And I mean, I know, oh, he's e-begging. Well, yeah, take a look. I've been playing Yoshimitsu now for an hour and a half, and literally there's been zero contribution, zero, not a tip, nothing. And the only thing I would need to say, guys, please, if you at all can, if you want to help me out the most, please tip me, right?
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Yami Jackie for the super chat, who says, "Hey peeps, how's everyone doing today? At work, so can't talk, but all I can say is, ha, DSP still as bad any and all fighting games. Sorry, not sorry. I'm glad you're doing well, Yami Jackie. Hope work's going well and all that jazz as well. I'm doing alright. Today was my day where I worked from home. I got bitten and scratched to hell by my wee puppy, you know what I mean? But hey, it was still fun though, you know what I mean? He's a wee puppy, doesn't know any better, you know what I mean? We're still doing our best to train him. Today was the first day we actually got him to fucking piss and shit outside. So it's still training, you know, we're still trying to get him used to kind of doing that. But yeah, it's a little accomplishment today to trying to get him to just fucking do his business outside, you know. But yeah, he's adorable as fucking is worth it. So I mean, you know how it is. Yeah, if you have a dog, you know, if you've ever had a puppy, you understand. But yeah, but I mean, can't speak also, can't speak for all the rest of the stream chat. I do hope the rest of the stream chat as well are doing good and they're enjoying their day so far.
Right now, behind the scenes, there's stuff going on that I don't want to really disclose, but I am completely and utterly strapped for cash, and it's in a bad situation because I have bills coming up, and I'm nervous, and, you know, if you tip me now, that's the funds that are going straight to my bills until I get paid by Twitch in the next week. So please consider tipping me tonight. NSX for the $10 tip. I really do appreciate it. Things have been really fucking slow today. The earlier stream, And now tonight, like, I don't know why. Today was just a real slow day. So I do appreciate that very much. Thank you very much, M5 NSX. That's a good tip to help me out here tonight. Thank you. How much did I make on the earlier stream? I think I made like $20-something in tips, if that. And cheering was very bad. Like, cheering was slow. I think we had like a small slew of cheers right at the beginning of the stream, and that was it. So it's pretty slow. It was, you know, compared to a stream that has that much attendance, typically we get a lot more, and I got almost nothing. It's like, so you guys like Tekken? You're here for it, right? People seem to enjoy it. I don't know. You know? Exactly. Dentronic says, don't do double the podcast length. I might as well.
Oh, don't you fucking dare double the podcast length. Don't you fucking dare double the goddamn podcast length. If you film double the podcast length, I'm doing a 10x10 bingo square of a fucking 5x5. No, double bingo length would mean double square size. Fuck that fucking bullshittery. No fucking thank you. Oh my god. So yeah, Phil... You saw all those little old clips of Phil begging and crying interspersed in there with current day Phil. The one thing I love about Memoji doing that is it really illustrates the fact that Phil tries to fucking pretend he has changed so much over the years, and the way he behaves and his mannerisms have changed so much over the years. But in the grand scheme of things, when it comes to things like money, he has been using the same fucking, you know, broken, you know, diatribe of bullshit for fucking years. He's you know, support's been slow, he's worried the games aren't doing as well for him as he thought or whatever. Some trolls done some antics which messed with his business, you know, he's support, everything. For years and years and years, it's the same old bullshit excuses from Phil. And yet, he's still here today, you know, begging and crying and whining and bitching, you know, for a fucking few dollars just to fucking get by each day.
I really might as well at this point. Right? Alright, I'm gonna stretch my legs here before we continue here. If you think casual matches are boring, you're an idiot. These are matches where I'm learning how to play the game and I'm actually losing, so what are you talking about? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So I can't help that you're stupid and you don't understand intelligent, like, conversation and intelligent commentary on something and criticism. So sorry that you're stupid. Oh my fucking god. I mean... I seriously, dude. I can't get over how dumb people are. I mean, you have to have like maybe 2-3 brain cells to fucking do that. So all he did was jab, 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 jab. I couldn't stop it. Couldn't stop it at all. Didn't do that. God damn it. It shipped me. I got cheated out of a giant combo. I'm dead now. Literally that combo spam, I can't stop. He goes like punch, punch, kick, kick, punch, punch, kick, kick, kick. I can't stop it. It interrupts everything I have with Yoshimitsu, so I have no idea what to do to it. And it's a high-low mix-up, so I actually don't know how to defend it either. I can't block it. So he just do that over and over, and I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do to that fucking combo? It's too fast, man. Look at that! If I do that combo, he could just throw. I can't do anything. So all he did is the same combo over and over. I could never stop it. And my fastest move is 1-1. That's it. That's my absolute fastest move is 1-1. That's the lowest frame move. So I can't stop his combo.
Next battle.
Literally all he did was the same combo over and over, throw. Same combo over and over, throw. Well, how do I stop it? It's fucking stupid that it's that fast. I don't understand why the fucking combo is that fast. You can't do anything about it. Even if you block it, it's fully safe. And then he can just do it again or throw. That's fucking stupid shit. She's gonna do spam super. Oh my god, that's insanely stupid. Spam super at the end of the fight. Come on. I hate that shit. Wow. Spam fucking super at the end. So every single time that I sidestep, I get stuff. So I don't. There's no point to doing it. Like literally, there's no point. She could just keep spamming jab, and it fucking tracks all over. Every time I try to sidestep and punish, I get hit.
Try more, Phil. Also, is Phil live yet? No, he's not live yet. He's still blaring in his chat. So yeah, okay, no worries. I wasn't sure if Phil would be live yet or not, so I just want to check.
Button spam's all it is. Button spam. All button spam. Nothing time. Just keep going this, like this. This is how they're playing. Why are all her moves unpunishable? I can't punish. She just keeps spamming punches. I can't stop them. I literally can't stop any punches. Except I sidestep tracks me. I sidestep whiffs completely.
Oh, Phil's going live apparently. Yeah, let's just put that little bastard on pause and keep watching Phil getting his arse kicked.
Spam! Just button spam! Again! Just spamming buttons and his fucking counter hits everything. It's so bad. I can't do anything. I cannot beat the jab combo. It interrupts everything I have. I can't. Nothing works.
I can't do anything but push right. In fact, nothing works. Nothing's working at all. What? I didn't even press a button.
Bye-bye.
Oh, look, Phil.
For your jab spam. If you block the jab, you can't do anything after it. If you block the jab, she just keeps mashing buttons and interrupts whatever you try to do next. So blocking it is worthless. Interrupted it. Jesus. So annoying. The sidestep sucks. I'm sorry, I don't know how to use it. Everyone's oh, the sidestep, just sidestep. Every time I sidestep, they track and hit me. Literally every time I've attempted it. And then if I try to hit, by the time my move comes out to try to punish what they're doing, they're already spamming their next combo and it turns and hits me. I just don't understand the sidesteps in Tekken. I never have. I want to learn them, but I haven't seen anyone accurately explain them. When I watch high-ranked matches, I almost never see them. I'm serious. Like, I watched a whole bunch of Yoshimitsu last night. I didn't see much sidestepping whatsoever. Maybe once in a blue moon. But most of the time, there's none. So, I don't know. Oh, I didn't whiff! Can't break it! Oh my god! Punch, 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 throw. Can't do anything to any of it. I can't break his throws. I don't know how. He must have, you know, unique throw splits or whatever. I don't know what they are. He did it again. I can't break a single throw of Steve, so every time he threw it was free. I couldn't break it. Normally, you just hit 1-2, get out of it with punches. I don't know what his throw breaks are, so. Lack of character knowledge beats my ass, and a bunch of jabs interrupt everything I do. That's literally Steve, though. Like, that's been him since he ever debuted in, what was it, Tekken 4? That's literally Steve to a T. How he's always been. So I have to try, like, literally every move, and there's one fucking move to stop jab spam with Yoshimitsu, and it's this. That's it. Everything else gets stuffed. That's pathetic. The jab spam is stupid in this game. That is so dumb. That is so powerful. Can't duck it. That's bullshit. If you duck it, then they can keep hitting you anyway. Complete nonsense. I don't want to hear duck jabs. No, you duck them. Then what do? Sit there ducking the whole fucking round while they keep pressing it? You have to do something. At some point, you have to counter hit it and have it open it.
Nice that he takes out his anger and frustrations on his fucking loyal fans that are trying their best to help him, isn't it? Imagine trying to help this piece of shit, and, you know, the advice you give him is just going to be fucking met with that kind of disdain.
Duck it. That's like, just block the whole round. Oh, I'm definitely going to win in a fighting game if I just block the whole round, right? That's genius advice. And be mobile as you fire on people. Don't stand there being a sitting duck. How do you expect me to aim while moving when the frame rate dips below teens? It'd be one thing if the game was always a smooth 60 and I'm sliding and I can aim and shoot. Whenever I try to shoot, the game goes from like 50, 40 frames down to like 20 into the teens. There's no way you can move and fire on this version of the game.
And cry more. So yeah, it's an excellent little clip there from DSP Tries It emoji of Phil's, that was basically Phil's day stream from Tekken. And is it a long intro or short intro? It's a long intro, okay, cool. So let me just fast forward a little bit more until we're at the start of this shitey intro. I think we can leave it there. Yeah, we'll go there. Cool. So a summary of what happened with Phil yesterday. $68 on a day stream. Basically, I don't think Phil was given like a single tip for almost all of Tekken. Like when he had that strange little rants, and you know, what I mean, I think he was sitting at $68. He might have been given like a $5 or something, $5. I don't know. Yeah, the Tekken day stream did not get him a huge amount of money. He was pretty upset. The night stream was even worse. $21, which saw Palworld get sent to the Shadow Realm and got wage quit. Palworld has gone from the fucking rotation, and now this is what Phil's variety style of fucking streams look like for including today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Of course, Thursday is Phil's day off, you know what I mean? But the next 4 day streams that Phil's doing is all the same game. There's an excellent point here made by Theo Razar. DSP doesn't want to just stream Baldur's Gate 3, then says he can't play Final Fantasy 7 and BG3 back to back, but look at this, he's doing Baldur's Gate 3 back to back. What happened to Variety, Mr. Variety Streamer? Phil is playing Baldur's Gate 3 for one reason and one reason only. So he can try and get $100 per stream from it. Because every single time Phil plays Baldur's Gate 3, it guarantees him a certain amount of tips his way. Because his audience do not want him to wage quit the game. And I say his audience, there's like 1 or 2 particular people that are deliberately making sure that Phil hits the $100 tips goal to make sure he will not wage quit the game. But yeah, it's he is literally playing the same game for a day stream 4 days in a row. And the only reason it's not 5 days in a row is because he's got this fucking shitey react thing on Sunday. But apparently Phil had a 13-minute daily crap as well. This is apparently one of the highlights here. DSP Gout clipped it. I've not seen this yet, but apparently it goes all clown mode about Baldur's Gate 3 and what he's got coming up.
In Char's Gauntlet, which is inside the mausoleum of Act 2, which I didn't know. And people are saying Char's Gauntlet is essentially, like no exaggeration, 5+ hours of puzzles and really annoying things in the game that are very different from the rest of the game. And I'm like, oh no. So I hope people are going to help me with it, because I'll be honest with you, no, I really at this point, when I just told you guys the last couple of streams, I'm feeling comfortable and enjoying the game because I kind of know what I'm doing. I really don't want to have 2 streams where I have to fuck with the game to try to figure out how to play it like it's a new game again. Like, I don't want it to be a puzzle game. It's not a puzzle game. It's an RPG. It's not a puzzle game. I'll say that again. It's not a puzzle game. It's an RPG. If they make you do insane amounts of annoying puzzles, that's fucked up and stupid, and it derails you from what you want to do playing the game. If I wanted to play a puzzle game, I would fucking buy a puzzle game and play it. In Char's Gauntlet, which is... So
yeah, that's yeah, so apparently there's going to be some challenging puzzle problems for Phil to solve in Baldur's Gate 3, and he is relying on his audience to do the thinking for him because Phil does not want to waste any of the few brain cells he's got remaining in that greasy head of his on that sort of thing. That's just DSP right to a fucking T right there, Jesus. I think that's covered everything, and I think we're ready to start bingo. Somebody give me a number. Somebody give me a random number in the chat. See, when I spring it on you like that. For fuck's sake, August Stevenson was the first number in chat I saw, and their number was a pretty big fucking number. Fuck me. That might not work. We can try, but it might not work. You want 6 million, which is an interesting number. This might break it, you know. I'll try, but it might break the randomizer because it may be too big a number. But let's let me try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, and hit randomize, and then we'll just wait a little bit. Will it change? Will it update, or is it going to break? Okay, still waiting. It's trying to randomize 6 million times, so it might finish doing it, or it might just break. It might be a certain limit it can do until it just dies. I have a feeling that 6 million is too big a number.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Yaman Jackie for the super chat. We'll wait for the bingo card to see if it's going to die or not. Thank you to Yaman Jackie for the super chat. It says you wouldn't be that player in any D&D campaign. So sorry, you would be that player in any D&D campaign, yeah. I mean, Phil, it's like, I like it when games have different sort of fucking things to them. This spices things up. Oh, it's a fucking action game. Or a platformer. But here's a puzzle element in here. To try and solve quickly, you know? And so, it's nice when that kind of thing happens in my opinion. I think it's a good fucking thing. But again, to keep you on your toes and it does a little thing, it adds some variety. You'd think Phil would fucking love variety. But here he is bitching and whining and moaning about fucking, you know, the Baldur's Gate 3 having some sort of puzzle aspect to it because he doesn't want to try and waste time thinking. Heaven forbid Phil try and solve things in a fucking game. Anyway, I think I need to like close the bingo card and then relaunch it because I think it broke. I'll just close that shit and 6 million's too big a number. So we'll try a different number. Mista, you picked the card yesterday. Let someone else have a go. Radman. Sorry, Mista, man. Mista was technically the first one I saw, but I don't want, you know, I always want someone different. It's always good to have different people picking the cards sometimes, you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll try Radman 610. That's a reasonable number. 610. There we go, and that's it. Randomised now. That's a bingo card we have for today's fun and or games. I'll just randomise the bingo background image as well. And I guess we'll wait and see what that is going to be like today. So, the bingo card for today is as follows. We've got Phil to say excited, him to do some prayer hands, him to say what the fuck are you talking about, him giving a thumbs up to the camera, and him saying wow. The second row is Phil mocking his chat, him discussing food, him saying positive, schedule and content. The third row is Phil saying you see, alright, him snorting, him saying there you go, and him saying sound good. The fourth row is Phil saying, by the way, basically, it is what it is, support and reality. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying, obviously, engagement, him bumping a microphone, him touching his ear, and finally, Phil saying, day off. Wrong looking card, in my opinion. This could be a slam dunk of a card. I have a very good feeling about this going well today. Although, then again, I've said that before, and I've come to regret those words. So before we begin the bingo properly, of course, for people that are new to the streams, welcome to DSP Bingo. This is where we endure Phil's shitey, boring podcast and we try and fucking make them a bit more bearable by turning it into a game of bingo. We have all of Phil's mannerisms and phrases and sayings and all that jazz, and if we can get 25 out of 25 ticked off on a board, one of you guys can potentially win a prize, but only if you have left a comment in the community post which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you have not left a comment in that community post, you're not in for a chance of winning a prize should we get the full house 25 out of 25. Now, there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces on this bingo card to help us get a full house. For example, if Phil snorts 25 times or burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that will give us all a free space. And if we get 100 likes on the stream before we finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation that Pixar Animations so very kindly made for us all to celebrate 100 likes. That has covered all the bases, I believe, and I think we've covered everything we need to cover. The only thing that's left to do for me is to play the random Scottish soundboard thing and see what's going to send us off into battle today.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Okay, that'll do. And yeah, good luck everyone, here we fucking go.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's the Level 1 podcast for Tuesday, the 13th of February, 2024. I'm DSP, and of course, I welcome you here to the show. Today is RPG Day. What I mean by that is today, all day long, I'm playing RPGs again. It just seems like these days, there's always an insane amount of RPGs out, and today is no exception. We have to really focus and hone in on the ones that I'm playing to make massive progress before the next one comes out. I know, it's true. There's another RPG coming out at the end of the month in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And so we really have to make maximum progress in the ones we're already playing before that one comes out. So, RPG Day all day with gameplay. But on today's podcast, we have two topics to discuss. First, what I thought about Yoshimitsu yesterday in Tekken 8 and my plans moving forward for the game. But also, Pal World. Because last night, I played Pal World, and I'll be honest with you, it felt like I finally hit the wall, and it just was a different experience than the previous streams of Pal World that I had done.
And I mean, let's see what those previous streams were like on the tips tracker. Just by sheer, let's see, what's the previous stream of Pal World Phil had? $49. Okay, what about the one before that? $26. Yeah, the one before that. $45. Yeah, I'm seeing a pattern here. So, slow support streams of Palworld equals ban world for the game. Yeah, that I'm surprised it lasted this long, to be honest. I'm actually surprised Phil fucking, put up with it for so long. But, it is what it is, I guess.
It's not good when the whole idea of this stream is supposed to be, oh, it's late night chill with the viewers, and I go to the viewers, and the viewers are disengaged, not paying attention, bored, and essentially saying, what's next? Why is he still playing this? So we'll talk about that, because I would like to kind of give you, now that I played Palworld for about a month, I'd like to give you my overall thoughts on the game, and basically tell you, kind of my final thoughts on it, because it looks like, as of now, I really don't have any further plans to play it again. So we'll talk about those two topics. Outside of that, I really wish there was, like, interesting game news to talk about these days, but instead, I open up the news feeds and you get a whole bunch of people arguing about politics again. People saying that the new Marvel movie sucks again. It's like the same news cycle every day, and none of it's good. Like, none of it is stuff worth talking about on the show. I am seriously hoping this soon we're going to get some good, interesting game news out of somewhere. Because right now it's kind of stagnant, I'll be honest. I mean, we really haven't had much at all. Now,
I mean, is it really fucking surprising that Phil relies on other sources for entertainment? Phil cannot be entertaining himself. Phil cannot just have a stream going and decide he can provide the entertainment value for his audience. He relies on other sources. Thank you very much to D-Dog for the super chat. Thank you very much for the generous super chat. It says, towards you and your partner, sir, for Valentine's Day. Don't waste the evening on DSP. I mean, I was still planning on doing like a bingo stream regardless. But I mean, it's the middle of the week. If it was like towards the weekend or whatever, if it was on the weekend, if it fell on, I'd be very tempted, I think. But it's just one of those things where it's like smack dab right in the middle of the working week for both me and my good lady. So it's like, I'll be at work anyway during the day as normal. That's almost like a present in itself. I'll be out the house. I mean, she'll be working from home. She won't have me annoying her for most of the day because I'll be at work. but yeah, thank you very much regardless, OD Dogs. Very, very kind of you. Maybe we'll do something for the weekend, to have a belated Valentine's Day, a little meal or something, who knows. But yeah, I do, and I'll say, if you guys also have someone special to share Valentine's Day with, I do hope you all are looking forward to it as well, and have like, even if it's a small wee thing you got planned, whatever, it's still the thought that counts, isn't it? It's the thought that counts. But yeah, thank you very much.
Remember, this coming Thursday is supposed to be the big Microsoft business update that they're going to talk about on their Xbox podcast, where Phil Spencer will be there to discuss the future of Xbox gaming and dispel rumors that have been all around the last week and a half about, it looks like they're not even going to sell Xboxes anymore, which, by the way, he already dispelled that rumor internally. He did an internal memo to the company and says, no, we're not going to stop selling Xboxes. They don't know what they're talking about. Don't worry, I'll clear all this up later on. So, yes, I am interested in that, but outside of that, there is nothing else going on right now in the realm of gaming. So, today, we'll talk about what I've been doing, what I did yesterday, talk about the schedule for the week, and again, in this case, we'll have a little bit of chill open Q&A, where you guys will be able to talk with me and ask me questions, and we'll go from there and see how long we want to do it. If we get bored of that, we can just go right into Baldur's Gate a little bit early, because today we're doing this Char's Gauntlet Challenge, or whatever it's called, and I don't know, I'm getting big conflicting messages about this. Some people are saying, oh, this Char's Gauntlet is one of the worst parts of the game. It's like 6 hours long, it's super annoying and boring, and everyone hates it. And then others are like, oh no, it's not that big of a deal. There's maybe like 3 puzzles, and you're already in the middle of the first one, and one of them has a lot of combat, so it's not that bad, and you should be done with it on this stream. And I'm like, how can you have 2 completely differing descriptions and opinions on the same gameplay element? It's like, doesn't even make sense. How could it be both? I don't know how it could possibly be both. It sounds like 2 completely different things, right? Anyway, I guess we'll see how it goes. All right, so
Burger.
let's jump right into yesterday's gameplay festivity, shall we? So yesterday, I started off the day with Tekken 8, trying out Yoshimitsu for the very first time.
Oh, fuck me. Is he about to fucking bore us all to fucking tears with some fucking technical fucking talk of like the fighting game mechanics and the fundamentals and all that bullshit? I am going 1.5 speed just for this Tekken segment, because I know he's going to bore us all to fucking death here.
And I'll tell you this, I am pleased, very pleased, with how I'm doing in this game, for the fact that you guys got to understand something. I haven't really played modern Tekken in any competitive capacity at all. When the last 2 Tekken games came out, I bought them. I played them for a limited time. you know, on YouTube a bit, just to go through like their stories, and I messed around with a few characters in a limited capacity, went online, flubbed around for a few weeks, and then quit them. You know,
Shut the fuck up for a second. August Stevenson's asking, did I see Anne's thumbnail for his recent video? I didn't see, I mean, I think I did see it a bit, but I don't think it's going to sound dumb. I think I've seen it, but I don't think I paid attention to it, if that makes sense. Let me find it and share it with everyone, okay? Let me find it. Just so I can refresh my memory and see. I do believe I saw it, but for some reason I can't remember it, if that makes sense. Which tells me I just probably wasn't paying that much fucking attention because I'm a piece of shit. But yeah, let me find it and I'll pull it up. Give me a wee second. Oh, jeez. So yeah, but it's a stream, wasn't it? It was part of a live stream thumbnail thing he had. Where is it? Where are you? Or is it gone now? I mean, I thought I'd seen the fucking thumbnail on. I could have sworn I seen the thumbnail on YouTube. Am I fucking being blind here? Hold on, give me a second here. I'm still trying to find it. That's Atlas. It's Nerd Brew has a video as well. There we go. Snort Burnell. Vega had a fucking video. Vault Boy as well. This piece of Peace Wish stream. Where the hell's fucking Anne? I'll just click on this fucking channel. Probably quicker just to fucking find it that way. If it's still even fucking there. No, I mean, I don't think. Oh, wait a second. I think I found it. Yeah, this rings a bell. This rings a bell. This was like the other day, wasn't it? Let me find the. So hold on. Let me do my best here. I know you guys can't see anything right now. Just give me time. So I'm gonna share a better image of the thumbnail, just to do it some justice here. If this is the one you're talking about. So hold on, let me go full screen here. This is the one you're talking about. August Stevenson. Keyboard. This fucking thing, yeah. I remember seeing it, and yeah, I did actually remember seeing it. As soon as I fucking seen his channel, I thought, oh shit, that looks familiar. Keep watching ads with a fucking frog sitting in a fucking pot. Yeah, great thumbnail. Fantastic. It certainly beats my fucking thumbnails, but Jesus Christ. Ah, come on, don't do this to my DSP stream.
I particularly remember in Tekken 7. Back then I wasn't seriously committed to getting better at these games. So I would just flub it for myself and learn what I could learn, and after a while that was it. I even remember at Tekken 7 I was using Lily, and I got to a point where basically every time I played, people would be able to defend against everything I did and to just, like, you know, slam me, counter hit me, and that was it. And I was like, well, the only way I'm gonna get better at this game is, number one, to learn the more advanced mechanics of the gameplay engine. I'm gonna have to utilize sidesteps, I'm gonna have to utilize just frames and parries and things like that. And I just wasn't willing to do that. Like, I remember telling you guys, the fact that people don't really come to my channels to watch fighting games anymore, it didn't warrant that level of investment in the game.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! Because I didn't think anyone really cared that much. And honestly, yeah, after about 2 weeks of me playing Tekken 7, the intention had already dried up. You know, when I was playing it, people weren't really showing up or caring that much about it anymore. They were saying, what's the next game? So I particularly remember saying that to my audience, that, man, I know I could get better at this game, but it would take investment and work, and it doesn't seem like me being a variety streamer that this makes sense for me to put my time into it, and that's when I retired it. And the funny part about that was, every once in a while someone would bring it up and say, will you play Tekken again? Will you play Tekken again? But it wasn't that often. And then I ended up playing more retro Street Fighter and stuff like that, because remember, this was the era of Street Fighter 5, which I hated and never wanted to play. So I would always balance in retro fighters and things like that over the years. And then when Street Fighter 6 came out, I changed my attitude. I said, you know what, I'm gonna give it an honest shot. I'm gonna put a lot more time into this and see if it's worth my time. And in truth, I loved it, right? In truth, I really love Street Fighter 6. I like that they redesigned the game from the ground up. They made it way more complex. The online connectivity, best in any fighting game I'd ever seen up to that point. You know, all the new systems, the variety of the cast. The cast played very differently. Unlike Street Fighter 5, where everyone was almost the same character playing a pattern, in Street Fighter 6, everyone played a little differently, which was nice. Of course, now, 8 months in, it's a little different. But, you know, we're talking about when the game first came out. And at that point, you know, seeing that I liked the game, especially through the beta, remember I got into the beta, which really was a selling point. Like, maybe if I hadn't gotten into the beta, I wouldn't have been into it as much. But I really liked the beta. It was very promising. And I told you guys I was going to commit to playing a lot of it when it came out, which I did. I got good at it, and within the 8 months I played it, you know, tons of people loved it, supported it, wanted me to play more of it, actually. Took 4 characters to master, literally had Zangief on the path to master, but didn't have time to do it. And overall had a great time. Now, admittedly, by the end of my time in Street Fighter 6, I was frustrated.
What do you mean didn't have time to fucking take Zangief to master? No, you just basically fucking stop trying. Because you're not fucking good with some of these fucking characters.
Because once you hit the meta of the game, and you have the established top tiers and established top tier gameplay, it's very frustrating to break out of that mold. You know, every time I played it online, it was almost the same exact characters playing exactly the same way, almost uncounterable with the online play the way it is, with the netcode the way it is. And, you know, I don't like playing those top tier rushdown characters. I like more of the oddball characters, and it was hard to hang with those characters. So I really like Street Fighter 6, but after 8 months, needed a break and definitely wasn't really having much fun playing it anymore because it felt like it hit the limit of what you could do unless you were going to be a pro player, right? Like, unless I was going to commit to playing 5 hours a day and traveling for tournaments and all that, I was never going to really get better, and I didn't really care to. So now with Tekken 8.
Oh my god, that freeze was on. I think that freeze was on Matt's side, but it was just the fact that he made that fucking face as it fucking froze up on Matt's side. Jesus Christ, man, that caught me off guard. That little freeze frame on that side.
And traveling for tournaments.
I'll see if I can find it.
And all that, I was never going to really get better, and I didn't really care to.
Hold on. It's just too good not to. It's just all of a sudden. Oh, fuck off. Go on, you stop being. Don't. There we go. Hold on. That. Is it this face? Is it this face? Is it, hold on. Which particular face is it? There's a few of them, I think. There's a couple of options here. It's like somebody trying to do the people's eyebrow. Yeah, exactly. I say the rock face. He did the rock face, says Lord Jim. Yeah, it's like someone who thinks they're doing the people's eyebrow and they're just showing a shock, surprise face instead. So hold on. Let me get a good little screenshot of this. Let's see. I played Tekken for you. Give me money. So actually, hold on. Hold on. We'll try this first. Hold on. I might have to redo this. It depends if it encodes his chair or not. Sometimes it cuts out the chair. It does cut out the chair. Cool. Sometimes it encodes his fucking chair when you do that kind of thing, you know, with the background. But this time it works out okay. So there we go. Let me just yeet that towards my members. My members can enjoy this particular strange face. All they wish. And there we go. Fantastic stuff. Right, let's get back to the bingo. And yeah, strong start to the board so far.
So now with Tekken 8, my approach is very different. Having taken Street Fighter 6 way more seriously, studying videos, right, watching matchups, combos, investing the time into the game to learn the systems, I said, you know what, I wonder how it would be if I do that with Tekken 8. And if you haven't noticed, Tekken 8's been out for about 2.5 weeks. I'm doing way better in Tekken than I ever have before. The first time I'm touching Yoshimitsu, I've literally not used this character in the game yet, and I won 28 matches, lost 20, but I won more than I lost, and I had some really good matches.
You're playing fucking casual against people that are playing the game casually. Is it really worth fucking counting the wins and losses in fucking casual mode?
Against people that were ranked above me, close ones. I think one person I beat, most of them did beat me, but one person I didn't even beat. And it's like, how did that happen? Literally, this would be like walking to an arcade back in the day, having never touched a character, and just pick a character and just go on a big, you know, kicking everyone's butt in the arcade.
Seriously? Phil, you're really trying to fucking fillet yourself this much over having, like, you know, a 60% win rate in casual mode?
Hey, how? How could you do that? Because things are different now. You know, I have that foundation from playing Street Fighter 6 for 8 months, and now you can go on YouTube and you can study and learn stuff. And the thing is, again, my mind, I'm in that mindset of picking up stuff in fighting games more quickly now, and I really am. I actually feel like right now, probably the second best I've ever been at fighting games. The best was in the mid-2000s when I was great at Super Turbo, and I was also traveling and playing Third Strike and games like that at a high level. But right now, probably the second best I've ever been. I know it's crazy because you think, what do you mean? You're not even like playing in tournaments or anything. You're right. But this is, I'm investing time, I'm studying, because now you can study. You couldn't study fighting games in the 2000s. Now you have YouTube. Now you can study endlessly, right? But for me, it's cool because I'm also getting that execution half down. I mean, within the first day, I'm getting the Yoshimitsu combo. I'm learning his counter hits. I'm learning his punishes. I'm trying to learn what to do in certain situations. I'm mixing up with throws. I'm doing the stance changes.
If this is the best that you can fucking, if this is like one of the best you've ever fucking played in fighting games, I'm not very fucking impressed. Well, who are you trying to impress here? Because what we're watching from you is average.
It's my first time playing with him.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Cody the Bad Boy Games for a super chat who says Phil needs to borrow Cat's bra. Are you trying to insinuate that Phil's jumper might be a little bit tight and his moves are a bit on show? Because if that's what you're implying, then you're absolutely right.
And I'm doing all of this, right? Now, before you say, oh, that's so impressive or whatever, in reality, it's just because I used to play fighting games competitively for so long, I just kind of have that mindset. I'm not going to sit here and take tons of praise.
I'm so glad that Phil held back the hordes of adoring fans that were trying to fucking, they're about to overwhelm Phil with saying, oh my god, that's so impressive. Like, he had to fucking put the fucking, you know, the gate up there, you know what I mean? And hold them all back from just launching their praise of impressiveness towards him. I was like, guys, please, before you admonish, you know, you shower me with praise and compliments. You know, this is, I can explain why I'm so fucking amazing at this fucking thing. Fucking hell, man. What a fucking dork.
And credit, like I'm some good player at Tekken. I'm not a good Tekken player. I'm really not. It's just having that sponge-like brain mentality that I can absorb a lot of
Sponge-like brain, Phil, you don't fucking barely have a fucking brain. Most of that fucking head is occupied with fucking detractors living inside it rent-free.
knowledge about a game like a fighting game really fast and usually apply it quickly. For me, the difficulties are the nuances. So, you know, I can learn the basics of Yoshimitsu in a day and play at a decent level with him. My problem is now learning all the nuances. In what situations can Yoshimitsu punish a character? In what situations do you want to go for this level of damage versus this level of damage? When do you try to throw mix-up, or when do you do a high-low mix-up? When do I want to do the stance changes? Are there certain characters that are just better than Yoshimitsu in certain situations because their moves are faster or better or higher priority? Stuff like that. Situational knowledge is what I need to gain next. But man, I was actually happy with how it went yesterday. I thought I was going to get bodied because unlike Paul and King, who I've played in previous Tekken games, and unlike Jun, who's known to be a top-tier character in Tekken 8, this is a character that's more difficult to play, and I actually had a great time with it. So, I'm excited to play more. But anyway, yesterday went well. Listen, did I get bodied? Of course I did. I think someone triple perfected me. I don't care, especially because I think it was an Alyssa player, and Alyssa literally doesn't play anything like Tekken. All her moves are just bullshit spam that just stuff.
I'm sorry, but when Phil claims he doesn't care about something, and yet his voice rises several fucking octaves, then he clearly does seem to fucking care.
I'm excited to play more. But anyway, yesterday went well. Listen, did I get bodied? Of course I did. I think someone triple perfected me.
That rise in like the... I think somebody triple perfected me. What the fuck, Phil? If it doesn't bother you, then why does it sound like it bothered you?
I don't care, especially because I think it was an Alyssa player, and Alyssa literally doesn't play anything like Tekken. All her moves are just bullshit spam that just stuff everything you do, and unless you know exactly how to counter her, she could just instantly steamroll you, which they did like 3 times. Like, she has a move where she hands you her head. How the fuck do I stop that? I don't know. It's faster than a throw. It's not
Maybe, Phil, how about you try and use your head to work it out?
what am I supposed to do? She just does it 100 times. Like, what the fuck is this stupid shit? You know? So, anyway, like, I had a good time regardless of the nonsense that happened, and I feel like I was getting way better, and then I ran out of time, right? That's what always happens. You're on a roll, you're starting to get better, you're learning, you're adapting. Oh, I'm out of time. Every time with a fighting game, this happens to me. So, had a really good time with Yoshimitsu. I will continue to play with this character later in the week. I'm excited for what the future holds for him. I think that he's probably pretty versatile. Again, I'm not even using half his stuff. He has so many moves that you can ignore half the moveset and play at a good level. You know? He's that crazy of a character. So, looking forward to more of that later in the week. Last night, we played Pal World, likely for the last time. Alright, so Pal World, let's now discuss it from start to finish, because I played it for 11 hours, and I have a good amount of stuff to say about it. First of all, Pal World, I never planned on playing. Alright? I heard about it that, there was going to be a Pokemon knockoff game. That's all anyone said. It was going to be a Pokemon knockoff game that looked like it was going to do things better than Pokemon. I remember, 2 years ago, people talking about it and saying stuff that, this game's going to be, a litigation nightmare because they're literally using Pokemon from Pokemon, but it looks like the game is better than Pokemon. Okay? So, I had no plans at all to touch it or play it, and then all of a sudden, it comes out. It's a Game Pass game, by the way. And people are saying, it's great. It's so good. It's like guilty pleasure good because you feel bad playing it because you know that they ripped off Pokemon. But man, it does it better than Pokemon. It's a must play. You must experience it. Millions of people start buying this game in droves. It's hitting record number of players on Steam. So within 2 days of it coming out, people are like, hey, excuse me, will you play it? I'm like, I guess so. Why not? It's Game Pass. So because it's a Game Pass game, I have no risk in trying it. Let's just give it a shot. So we tried it for a 3-hour stream, and immediately I was immersed in this unique world that felt like a bunch of other games that I played before. So first of all, right off the bat, there's so much that's like Minecraft. You're mining and or gathering resources, which you then use to craft things to survive, like houses, sites where you can endlessly mine or chop down wood, you can cook food, that kind of stuff. But then, not only does it have that survival element similar to like Don't Starve, because you always want to have enough food so you're not starving and stuff like that, but also, it has an element of Pokemon because of all the pals in the environment. And you run around, you can either fight them, you can catch them. If you catch them, they become your pals, and then you can train them, but also you can assign them to your camp to do tasks. So not only are the Pokemon essentially your fighting characters that you train up for competition, but you're also using them to run your entire base and get self-sustaining with things like food, resources, etc. And then throughout that setup process, the game feels like one whole game. But then, eventually, after several hours of doing that initial setup process, you realize there's way more to the game. First of all, there's a giant open world that you can explore. First, you're exploring it on foot, and it feels like you're playing Zelda Breath of the Wild with a lot of the climbing and parkour mechanics, but then eventually you get the ability to catch better pals and craft saddles for them, in which case now you can ride them out, or you could ride a flying one, or you could ride one in the water, and that opens the game up a ton, because now you can use your pals for combat while riding them, and now it feels like an action game, versus before it was like a crappy slow survival game. Now it actually feels like the game's opened up to be a more interesting action game. And then, of course, you start realizing, it's not just about open world traversal and capturing pals and leveling up your base, but also there's other elements. There's camps of enemy troops that you can fight. There's dungeons that you can enter with special pals and boss fights inside and rare items. There's boss towers in the environment where you can climb a tower and fight a special boss fight with a trainer and a pal that advances, in a major way that either like the game or your resources or whatever it may be. And then there's also localized boss fights in the open world that are big pals with giant energy bars, right? So This game has a lot to it. For a game that's in early access, it's not even fully released. It's pretty well fleshed out for the content that's in there. And so every time that I played it, I kind of felt like a new focus. So the first day was just getting my bearings on how to play it and get a base set up. The second stream was, okay, getting the base more streamlined, getting resources to auto-generate. And then like the third stream was like, okay, now we got to capture pals, level up more, start crafting good things for my character like weapons and armor, and eventually have a pal I can ride, so traversal's a lot more easy. And then the next time, okay, let's go into our first dungeon, right? Let's explore the dungeon. Let's take out the enemies, kill our first boss, try to level up a little more. And then after that, it was, okay, open world exploration. Let's find better pals. Let's
oh, wait a second. Was that a Phil messing with his ear? Hold on. Or is it just his hair? I think it was like it's the back of his head or something.
level up more, start crafting good things for my character like weapons and armor, and eventually have a pal I can ride, so traversal's a lot more easy. And then the next time, okay, let's go into our first dungeon, right? Let's explore the dungeon. Let's take out the enemies, kill our first boss, try to level up a little more. And then after that, it was, okay, open world exploration. Let's find better pals. Let's recruit them and level them up and prepare for the boss fight. Then it was, okay, let's take on that first boss. Let's do that next daunting challenge, right? And basically the game has been fun until last night. Last night, I was basically facing hours 10 and 11 of the game. At this point, I'm far past the basics of the game. I have a self-sufficient camp, all right? Now, not to say that I've done everything in the game. I was just getting to the point where you could craft the guns. I'd already crafted melee weapons and bow and arrow and crossbow. But now we were getting to the point where you could actually use guns as weapons, which is one of the big things that people were freaking out about this game. It's Pokemon with guns, right? And so finally I got to that point. But by the time you get to that point, you realize you've kind of already seen everything. Like, once you reach a certain point in the game, you've hit the loop of what the game's going to be. And after you've seen the extent of what the game has to offer, you're like, okay, so now it's just more of the same. And that's what I felt like last night. Like, every stream before then when I played Pal World, I felt like I was unlocking something new, doing something unique and different that I hadn't done before. Last night, I was like, okay, so what do I do? Well, I gotta level up more. How do you level up? Catching pals. So we gotta level up. So we went out and caught a whole bunch of new pals or whatever. Leveled up. Okay, build the new item the game wants you to build so you can level up your base to the next level. Okay, so I crafted these beds or whatever they were. I think first it was a weapons bench, then it was a couple, like, pal beds for them to sleep on. So I did all that. And I'm like, so what's next? Oh, finally you can make the weapons, but to do that, now you need more resources. All right, so I go into the open world. I'm mining the resources that I need. I'm catching more pals. I happen to go into some new areas I hadn't been in before, and these areas were much more challenging. Like, the pals were more aggroed to you. They would come, like, right after you, and they would actually kick your ass really fast. So I did die quite a few times last night. I think I died like 3 or more times.
Oh, that's why he's wage quit the fucking game, because the game got a bit too hard for him, and it's like, oh, wait a second, I'm not that good at it. And so, yeah, he's wage quitting as well as skill quitting the game, because he can't fucking do the other areas because he's gonna keep dying, essentially. Also, is Phil about to burp here?
And then,
yep, that's a burp, but perfectly timed the fucking thing.
You know, basically I was like, so what do I do next? Well, I can endlessly gain or mine these materials for crafting. I can endlessly catch pals to level up. I can endlessly just build the new thing required for the next level of my base. Wash, rinse, repeat. Yes, there's dungeons, but they're just caves or instances where you fight a bunch of pals, get some items, and fight a boss. And you get to the boss towers, which I've already seen. All you just go inside, there's a big boss fight against a trainer. That's literally the game. Like, that's it. There's nothing left. And I was realizing, so all that's going to happen is the pals are going to get bigger and tougher, so I need better weapons and armor, but it's always going to be the same. Like, nothing's going to change about this. Maybe the one thing would have been if I had a mount or a way to ride one of the flying pals, and I could actually just fly around the whole map and maybe see everything. That might have been, like, the one big thing kind of left to do in the game. But outside of that, I mean, what else was there to do? Literally nothing. Now, Pal World is meant to be a cooperative experience, meaning what you really want to do is create a world that's shared and have other people join you. And I think that if you do it as a shared world experience, it probably would be a little better. Because think of it this way. Let's say you're playing with 3 friends. So you're going to be catching pals. They're going to be gathering resources, taking on some dungeons for rare items. And so you all do your thing, right? So maybe if you want to take on a tougher dungeon, 2 of you go into the dungeon together and take it on together, while the other 2 are off doing other things. And
that sounds like a game that you and Kat would enjoy together.
And eventually you keep reconvening, you keep dumping your resources together, and you get that big leveling. It feels like a community working together to survive, right? I feel like maybe that, as a social experience, the game probably has some longevity. I could definitely see a group of friends teaming up to play this game in the long term. And maybe,
but however, I don't have any friends, so I can't fucking play it. Fucking why?
Even doing their own community, their own YouTube channel where they build that community, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could totally see that happen and be good. But basically, after having played the game for 10 hours, solo, I think I've seen everything that I want to see. I mean, I'm sure there's some big boss fights near the end. There's probably some giant pals to fight with. You know, you imagine getting a Gatling gun, and you're riding like a fast horse or a bull, and you're riding around just shooting the pals, right? Or you're swooping in on a bird, and you're dropping bombs on stuff or whatever. Okay, cool. But at the same time, you're really doing anything different? No, you're just using guns to do it, but you're still doing exactly the same thing, right? So, for me, after having seen this gameplay loop, and again, it's Minecraft or Don't Starve kind of combined. It's definitely got elements of Breath of the Wild with its traversal. It's definitely got huge Pokemon rip-off elements, because yes, the pals are definitely rip-off Pokemon, and the only difference is it's not turn-based. You know, like Pokemon is being a turn-based combat game, this is active combat, it's action. It's not turn-based, boring style RPG, you know what I mean? So, after 11 hours, we all disengaged with it. It wasn't just you or me. Like, last night, I could tell we were all kind of bored with it. And I said to everyone, The real reason why I thought that Pal World could work in the long term was not going to be the game. It was going to be the chill vibes and atmosphere of it. So, for example, when I used to play Minecraft, okay, I used to play Minecraft once a week, and I did that for like a year and a half. So I had like 60, 70 installments of this game, okay? And the reason that really worked is because every week people came back to hang out. They would talk with me about anything while I played Minecraft. It could be pop culture. It could be video games. It could be just what's going on in each other's lives, you know, timely stuff for the holidays, all kinds of stuff like that, right? And I would build things every week based on what people wanted. And I had some help from Mr. Papavera. If you remember, he used to come into the game.
You would build things up. Mr. Papavera would fucking do most of the fucking legwork for you because you were a lazy sack of fucking shit. Papavera fucking had to give you money regularly to fucking then build things for you, for your content, to impress other people.
World and helped me with building portals and all kinds of shortcuts and things, which was really awesome. And it was a really good time, but really, it wasn't necessarily the Minecraft world that was the successful focus. It was the social experience we had together. And so when I started playing Pal World, I said, sure, initially, this game's going to be engaging because we're going to be seeing all these new elements for the first time. And you're going to be excited for that. Every time you see a new element, it's more interesting. But once we kind of see it all, it's going to be more about relying on the community being fun and wanting to talk and hang out, right?
Relying on the community being fun. Never mind Phil being fun or the content he's making being fun. No, it's up to the fucking audience to fucking provide the fucking fun factor and entertainment fucking factor. Phil, that's a fucking lazy ass fucking way to approach fucking making content. You're relying on your audience to fucking provide the fucking fun. Because you're incapable of entertaining them. They must entertain you instead. Also, did I really pause him right before I burp again?
Rather than the game. And I knew that, because I knew it was Minecraft at one point. I hit kind of the wall of what you could do or seeing it. And it was more about what you wanted to see me build while we talked or hung out doing it, correct? So, for me, I knew from the get-go that's what would work. And last night, within 10 hours, we had already hit that point where, like, we had seen everything that was interesting in the game, and that's it. What a short gameplay loop. Only 10 hours to see it all. Especially for a survival game. That's not a lot, you know what I mean?
It's also a fucking beta, Phil. It's not a fucking final product. There's still a lot more to go until the game's finished.
And we were, like I said, the chat, sadly, was very disengaged. But for about half an hour, everyone was interested. And all of a sudden, then, people stopped talking to me. They're either going off having their own conversations, or the chat was very slow, not much going on. And that's a horrible sign. It basically means people got bored. Now, I don't want to be bored playing a game on a stream. That's the opposite of the point of me doing it, right? I'm here to hang out with you guys and have a good time while we're entertained by a video game. That's the point. So why am I playing this then, right? And that's basically what happened is by the end of the night, I was proposing to the chat. I was like, what do you guys think? Do you think that we should keep playing this? Do you think that this is a game that you would want to keep in the rotation? Would you rather do something else? So it was funny, because as I'm talking to people were like, oh no, we've seen it, that's enough. I was like, really? I mean, there were very few people who were actually defending the game. They were like, nah, you know, in reality, here's what people are telling me now. So the viral popularity of the game has already died out. Like, after about, 3 weeks to a month of this game now being out, most of the memes and the viral stuff is gone. It's not even that popular anymore. Now, a ton of people bought it, so they're going to keep playing it, but in reality, it's just not that hot of a topic anymore. It was hot for a month, and it's kind of like what I always say. With these games that come out before big new releases or between big new releases, they get hype because there's literally nothing else going on. But then when something else comes out and happens, that's what gets the hype. It's just, what's the next new thing, right? So if you notice, in early of this year, there just wasn't a lot going on with games. And so when this game came out, it was almost like, oh, a surprise drop, a game that actually is unique and interesting and something that you could talk about, with your social circles. And it became the game to play for a while. But then other releases started coming out. You had Tekken, you had Like a Dragon, you had Helldivers, you had Suicide Squad, which of course everyone hates, but was the topic for a few days, right? And once those things started hitting, the attention got pulled away from Pal World. And are there people still playing it? Yes, because millions of people bought into the fat of this game at launch. But now here we are a month later, and a lot of people are like, oh shit, like I'm not playing it anymore. There's nothing really to it. So that's really what happens, I feel. Now listen, they may very well update this game a ton, but this leads me into the second half of the reason why I don't think we should play Pal World anymore. The Xbox version is dramatically behind the PC version. Like, the Xbox version has, like, almost no new features since I played it a month ago. It hasn't been updated that often. While, apparently, the PC version gets updates, like, every day. In the PC version, you can name your pals. In the PC version, the graphics are dramatically improved. All these new gameplay elements have been introduced that make it a lot more fun, while the Xbox version has essentially been the same exact game for a month with no improvements. So, to show the big difference between platforms, I mean, that's a huge difference. To have tons of missing features, people are telling me as I play, why aren't you doing this and this? I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And then you look, it's not in the game. They're playing the PC version, I'm not. And oh shit, I didn't know that wasn't in the console version. So it's kind of a big letdown, only because in reality, if both versions were equal, perhaps the game would have been much better. Plus, they're talking crossplay and stuff. You'll never have crossplay in this game. If this is the situation, there's no way the versions can crossplay. They'll always be out of sync, So it is disappointing in that regard. Perhaps if there had been active updates and things making it better or more interesting over the last month, there'd be more interest in the game. But it's the same game I played a month ago, and we've done everything, So,
but that's not the fault of the game developer, though, isn't it? I thought the game developers came out and said that it was because the guys on the Xbox end didn't update. Like, apparently they provide Xbox as well. I mean, the game developers from what I understand, have been passing on these updates to Xbox to get them to update it, but they don't do it as regularly as they can do it in PC. But it's not up to the fucking PlayPals developers to force Xbox to install their updates. It's up to Xbox themselves to apply them, apparently. To kind of confirm that, apparently. Like, that's what I thought it was. I could have sworn that I heard something about before where it's up to the developers have tried to do everything they can, but it's kind of out of their hands when it comes to the console side of things. Yeah, exactly. D-Dog saying as well. Microsoft haven't updated the version yet, thanks Game Pass. Yeah, it's just because it's freaking Game Pass, perhaps. Who knows? But, yeah, Bugle as well. Who would have thought that a streamer, remember this is a 15-year content creator, a parent professional, who would have thought that a streamer wouldn't have a dedicated gaming streaming PC? Exactly. But Phil doesn't want to be all those other content creators hunched over their computers or wearing little headsets or whatever and trying to configure how to fucking best optimize their games on a PC and everything else. He doesn't know. He wants to just sit there playing his consoles and have fans throw thousands of dollars at him while he fucking asks for more.
My opinion, alright, it's a good game for a time waster. If you have Game Pass, check out Pal World, but it's definitely not anything that's going to have much longevity, in my opinion. It's a game that is kind of an oddity because they got away with what they're getting away with, essentially stealing the Pokemon IP, right? But outside of that, it's just a survival game with Pokemon elements, and you'll see everything within 10 hours, and then it's kind of like, well, what's next? What's the point, right? There's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. There's no story in this game. So there's nothing to aspire to do. There's no reason to keep going because there's no ending. You understand? Now, they're talking about, oh, later on we're going to add in raids, and we're going to add in-game content, but none of it exists yet. So why are you going to go past the 10-hour mark when the entire game's exactly the same with no payoff at the end? You know what I mean? No, there's no story. Pal World has no story. It's just survival and pal raising and catching and leveling. That's literally it. That's the loop. Survival, fighting pals, catching pals. Done. That's the whole game in a nutshell. So, let me put it this way. I'm happy that I played it because it was something that everyone was talking about. And I feel like if I hadn't played it, I would have been out of the loop and not understood what everyone was talking about. Kind of missing out. And it wasn't bad for what it was. Plus, it was Game Pass, so it was no...
You know what else that most people have, which is pretty fucking popular to have these days, Phil? Which can really help, with things in life. Jobs. A stable source of income. It's a hot rage. It's a one big hot thing right now, Phil, that a lot of people are getting into. It's called a career. It's called, stable employment. You should really look into getting that kind of thing yourself at some point in time, Phil. It's all the rage right now. All the cool kids are doing it.
Real loss or investment on my part, but man, after having played it last night, I was so bored. I'd rather be playing anything else. I'd rather be playing more Yoshimitsu and Tekken, more Like a Dragon. So
let me rewind that. Did Phil just say wow?
Something that everyone was talking about, and I feel like if I hadn't played it, I would have been out of the loop and not understood what everyone was talking about. Kind of missing out, and it wasn't bad for what it was. Plus, it was Game Pass, so it was no real loss or investment on my part. But man, after having played it last night, I was so bored. I'd rather be playing anything else. I'd rather be playing more Yoshimitsu and Tekken, more Like a Dragon, so that way I could get further in that game. More Baldur's Gate. I'd rather be playing Sea of Stars. I'd rather be scratching my ass. It's boring. So we kind of drew the line and said that's going to be it. All right. Now, what's funny about all this is, all right, last night someone actually sent me a very lengthy message, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to try to summarize it. All right. But basically, what this person said, they sent me a big email, and in summary, here's what they said. They said, you said something the other day that resonated with me, and I'd like to emphasize this. They said you had mentioned that on some of your streams recently, in particular, when you do your podcast and you're just hanging out with your audience, that people tend to come by and engage and contribute. And sometimes you'll boot the game up after, and you say, man, the rest of the stream is dead. Like, people disengage, people don't support. This is, well, maybe that's a sign. Maybe this is a sign that times are changing. That the days of being a full-time gamer and sitting around playing games all day are in the past. That people just don't care as much about that anymore. There was a time when it didn't matter what game I played, people would come by and engage and support and love it. And now I think those days are past. That people would much rather have a social experience with me than just basically play any old game just to say there's a game on the screen. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the question is, right? Is that the case? I'm 41 years old. I'm going to be 42 in less than 2 months. Am I now reaching the time of my life where I'm older?
Is he seriously about to contemplate wage quitting gaming altogether? Also, how have I managed to fucking pause him right before I burp 3 fucking times in the one fucking bingo stream? I literally keep fucking finding the perfect fucking... I'm not even trying to find the fucking times to fucking find him pre-burp. But yeah, lo and behold, he's about to fucking let off an big ass belch to fucking add to a fucking counter. but he's actually contemplating fucking stopping games purely for fucking financial gain. Remember, Phil claims that he fucking loves gaming. Games is huge fucking passion. He's not going to fucking give up. He's not in it for the fucking money. He is. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure he said those fucking words that he's not in this for the fucking money. Or the day before, something like anyway, you know what I mean? He was fucking. I think it was during his React crap on a Sunday, yeah. He's fucking trying to say I'm not like these other content creators, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm fucking do this because I've got a passion for it, but not a shit. I grew up playing games. And here he is now, genuinely weighing up the possibility of not bothering to do gaming content anymore because he's not getting the financial support for it. Now, Burp, you bad man.
And the people who are coming by to my streams every day are coming by more to hang out with me than watch me play a game. Is that really the case? Maybe it is. Maybe that actually is what's going on now. And this is something that I've been saying for years was going to happen. I told you guys, listen, as I get older, all right, I know I'm not going to be able to play video games as much as I do now. I know I'm not going to be able to play at a high of a level. I can tell you right now, as I'm doing this with my hands, and I just do this little stretch exercise, all of the muscles in my right hand are incredibly tense right here, all in the joints, and have pain. It's carpal tunnel. And it's because I've been playing video games full time for 15 years. And I'm doing this right now. I've got tons of pain shooting through my pinky right now, right here, as the muscle extends, just doing this exercise. Because the human body is not meant to sit around playing video games all day. You know what I mean? As I get older, these things are going to happen. And I know I'm not going to be able to keep doing these full time like I've been doing for how long now. And so I've been telling you guys that this is why, over the last several years, I've been trying to more diversify my content. At one point, it was literally, I sit here all day playing video games, and that's the footage I put out. And then after a while, I was like, you know, I don't want to just play video games. Let's do some vlogging. Let's do some this. Let's do some that. And that's how the whole idea of a morning podcast came about. Let's diversify and do something different. Let's just hang out. Let's have conversation. Let's talk about news. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about upcoming games. Let's talk about whatever you guys have on your mind. Let's do this every day, correct? And I'm happy to do that. I like doing that a ton. And a lot of you have come out and said, yeah, I literally only tune into your podcast these days. Unless there's a big game that I'm really interested in, I'm way more interested in you and your opinions and your discussion with us than I am about you just messing around with any old game, especially when it's games that I'm not too interested in. Yeah, and that's the difference. Back in the day, I was a big YouTuber, and anyone would always wanted to tune in no matter what I was playing. It was like an event to see Darkside Phil play a game. Today, it's not anymore. I'm a small-time guy. So a lot of people just pick and choose the games they want to watch, and me playing games full-time, half the time, it's kind of like I'm playing for myself, right? Let's be honest here. You know, do I have an audience for certain games? Yes, I do. But it's not a giant audience like it used to be. So maybe this is a sign. If literally I turn on my stream and I hang out with you guys for 2 hours on a podcast, and everyone's engaged in having a good time and talking with me and supporting the podcast, and then I turn on a game and it's dead.
Oh yeah, Phil, what you've got to keep in mind is a very simple fact. $25 on average usually is from one person who's guaranteed to give you that money every single podcast, every single fucking week, every day. You get guaranteed. So he's halfway to the fucking tier 1 goal. Every single podcast, guaranteed usually. Halfway. So, yeah, I mean, I know it's not fucking a huge amount, but the same, it all adds up though, for fuck's sake. So yeah, can that really be counted though?
For the next 3 hours. Is that a sign? Now, by the way, that's not what happens every day. I'm just saying, this is something that people have been observing recently, is that, yeah, this is happening with certain games on and off. It's not every day, okay? And no, I have no plans to say, oh, I'm just going to quit playing games. No, absolutely not. I'm a gamer at heart. It's my lifelong hobby. Way before it was ever a job for me. I would never just give up gaming. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to become talk-side Phil today, where all day all we do is talk about different topics. Hour 1, we do the podcast. Hour 2, it's politics hour. Hour 3, it's current events hour. Hour 4, it's drama and gossip hour. Hour 5, no, we're not doing that, okay? But the point I'm making is that as I get older, that's probably the direction we're going. You understand? I know it's gonna be a slow transition, but I feel like I've got to prepare everyone for that transition. For those out there who've only known Darkside Phil as an online YouTube gamer for the last 15 years, you have to understand that we're definitely moving in this other direction now. Okay? People are tuning in just to hang out with me and hear my opinions, not to see me play a video game all the time. Not to say that, again, that doesn't exist. It does. And people are excited for certain games and things, but it's not every game all the time, right? And when I find myself being faced with challenges and changes, you know, right now, no exaggeration, this month, I'm down over...
Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. The Begment. He slipped into a Begment very easily there. Here we fucking go.
And changes, you know, right now, no exaggeration, this month, I'm down over $1,000 of revenue, and I haven't made any of it back. I was hoping maybe some people who had memberships and got a free one from this stupid membership exploit that these trolls are using would have said, all right, well, I normally would buy a membership for Phil from his channel to support him, and I got a free one, so I'm going to, you know, do a super chat instead, or I'll tip instead. That hasn't happened, okay? It hasn't. And so because of that, I'm out of tons of revenue. And that's not my fault, and that's not your fault. That's YouTube system being abused and YouTube being slow as shit to doing anything about it, as they always have been, okay? And then I boot up a game. Oh, let's play a game today, and the whole stream's dead. No one's paying attention, no one's talking, no support's coming in. This is a business I'm operating, okay? This is my livelihood. And as much as people who live in a fantasy world would like to say, oh, Phil shouldn't eBay, and Phil shouldn't bring any of this stuff up, that's because they live in a fucking fantasy world. They don't live in reality like us. They live in a place of rainbows, unicorns, sprinkles, pots of gold, dancing leprechauns.
Oh my fucking god, Phil, let's fucking talk about your fucking reality for a fucking second. You fucking stay awake until like fucking 2 AM drinking gin and playing WWE Champions. You sometimes fucking fall asleep on the goddamn couch, okay, with a fucking probably gin bottle in hand, empty gin bottle in hand, I would imagine. You wake your ass up about 10:30 AM every fucking day roughly. We got 30 minutes to go until you're fucking due to start the goddamn stream. You stuff your face full of fucking bagels to, breakfast bagel or some pish. You know what I mean? Cat might be there playing a fucking game, Cat might be at fucking work, who fucking knows? You then fucking sit in your fucking arse for several fucking hours, talking to your audience for fucking 2 hours, then fucking playing a game poorly for 3 hours. Then Cat makes you fucking dinner or you fucking DoorDash something in, and then you fucking play games poorly again for another 2 fucking hours at night. Oh, and in between then you fucking watch other content to try and brush up on your tech and skills, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. But Phil, your reality is you sitting in your arse, doing fuck all, and getting thousands of dollars every month for doing fuck all. Your reality, you don't leave the house usually unless you fucking need to get groceries to fucking keep feeding that big beefy bitch away for yours. So yeah, or get fucking cat food for Jasper. Jesus, Phil, but your life, you have no idea how blessed a fucking existence you fucking live, and yet because you cannot live within your means, because you refuse to fucking cut back on your ridiculous spending habits, you should be living a life of fucking comfort and luxury, getting like several... Remember, Phil still makes 6 figures per year. He is given in tips alone about $4,000 per month on average. Like between $3,500 and $4,500 per month is what Phil usually gets in tips alone per month. On the YouTube side of things, you've got ad revenue, you've got super chats, you've got memberships. Even with all these Argentinian fake memberships, whatever, Phil is still making thousands from that as well. Like he's gonna get like fucking $2,500 or $3,000 in a week's time from YouTube. And then you fucking talk about the fucking tips he gets every fucking day and everything. For fuck's sake, Phil. You should be living a life far more comfortable. For most people on the fucking planet, that amount of income would be an extremely comfortable life they could live. But because you and your fucking vices fritter away all that fucking money on the ridiculous, stupid, pointless shit like WWE Champions and daily DoorDash fucking visits, here you are, begging profusely, begging for your audience for a fucking answer, to try and get some money fucking from their pockets again, because they can't be arsed to give you $4 for a goddamn membership.
Shit that doesn't fucking exist, alright? In reality, I have to make a living doing this, okay? And I'm not asking for any more than what you guys have always done for me. I'm saying that now I'm at a significant loss, alright? And I'm faced with reality that it looks like more people are tuning in and enjoying the content I do when I'm just talking with you than when I'm playing games. Not in all cases. If you're playing a high priority game or a game that's more challenging, you know what I mean? There are games that absolutely, the more hype behind them, people like that. But I feel like there's certain hype games that people will always come out and support, and then there's other games that are kind of like the games in between, and people are like, eh, and some people will show up and some people won't, right? So I basically have to figure something out here. Like, what's the balance? What does this data tell me? Because again, this is my business. I have to analyze this data in a very smart manner, professional manner. If I'm seeing that when I am doing shows, like for example, the podcast, or for example, the new Retro React stream, where it's just me reacting to my old gameplay and laughing, we're all laughing together and I'm commentating on how bad that gameplay used to be. If that's doing better than me actually playing new games, there's obviously been a change, correct? And I'm trying to observe and acknowledge this change.
Maybe people prefer the old Phil to the new Phil. Could that be a possibility?
So that we can adapt for the better. I want to put out content that you want and that you will show up and support, all right? I don't want to be playing games all day, every day.
But Phil, I thought your content was always meaningful and always so good and robust. Phil doesn't waste time making content which is not meaningful. So surely it can't be his fault.
People telling me that now I'm a dinosaur because I'm just playing games all day. Right? I don't want this to be like it was 10 years ago when I wasn't doing direct capture. Well, this one I was, but you know what I'm saying? Like the 2012, 2013 era. Didn't do direct capture, didn't do live streaming, was just doing the same thing every day, in and out, not innovating, not changing, not listening to feedback, and then falling way behind. Because the truth is, if in 2012 I listened to all the feedback that I was getting, and I jumped on that movement, let's start live streaming, let's be interactive live streamers, let's change the content up, let's do direct capture, let's try new projects. If I had done that when I still had my popularity on YouTube, today things would be very different. I wouldn't have ended up being the whipping boy of the internet, right? This is how you...
I don't know about that, Phil. I mean, you'd still be a toxic piece of fucking shit.
Don't play, making fun of me, Phil's the living meme that sucks at games and blah, blah, blah. None of that would happen. If I was smart enough back then to see the trends changing and roll with the suggestions you were giving me, I would have been in a much better position. But I didn't. I was obstinate and stubborn and stupid. And I acknowledge that today because it's a decade later and it's easy to look back and say, wow, I was so dumb. But back then I thought my shit didn't stink. I was like, oh, I'm a popular YouTuber, not you. I know better than you. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing because I like doing it and I'm successful at doing it, so I'll just keep doing it and never change. And it didn't work. It ended up I had to change and it was too little too late. And, you know, I fell behind the times and I went from being Mr. Prominent on YouTube to the joke of YouTube, right? It's literally what happened. So today, when I'm seeing these new trends, okay, and I'm hearing these things about what you guys are saying and everything, I realize I need to listen to feedback, I need to observe the patterns, and I need to change with the times. So what does that mean? I don't know yet.
Phil, you told your audience years ago it was time for you to listen to feedback and get with the times and not fucking ignore things and not be stubborn and obstinate. Why are you pretending now that you're going to start listening to feedback? Why are you repeating your promises to your audience that you gave them 5 years ago? That you're going to fucking change and listen to the fucking feedback and all that crap? Are you trying to imply that those promises you made before were lies to your audience?
I don't know. Like right now, on this very podcast, I have 464 viewers. When I start playing Baldur's Gate, we're going to have 200 viewers. Because people are going to leave. You know? Now, again, not to say this will happen with every game. Hot new games always get that attention at first, but then that attention dies out over time. Certain styles of games, like the ultra-challenging games like Lies of P or FromSoft style game, those usually retain viewers and interest for longer periods of time, right? But it really depends. It really depends because it's funny. Again, it used to be any game that I played would get interest. Now, not at all. You know, like a dragon, it's very hard to retain.
He is absolutely fucking stuck and living in the fucking past. His fucking trips down fucking memory lane. I swear this is what the fucking throwback channel. One of the fucking points of him having the throwback channel is to fucking just remember the good old fucking days. When he made that fucking particular playthrough, oh, the thousands of views that it got, oh, the fucking thousands of dollars that particular part made him because Phil said a fucking funny, sweary, edgy word or something. Yeah, he loves this fucking these trips to memory lane back when he was fucking pertinent on YouTube, back when he was on some sort of views-based contract with Machinima. Yeah, that fucking contract was insane. Phil milked that bad boy for all it was worth, which I've always given them credit for. If Machinima were dumb enough to give Phil a contract like that, Phil exploited the crap out of that. Fair play. But the big issue out there then is that Phil then got a certain amount of money which he thought he was entitled to receive from that point onwards. So he was making big massive bucks on YouTube at some point in time. So his lifestyle changed to adapt with the times. But when the hard times came, he didn't want to give up that lifestyle that fucking good gravy, train days had given him. So is there a fucking sacrificing things in his fucking life? Like I'm going to cut back on all the door dashes, or I'm going to stop fucking wailing on fucking mobile games. No. It was down to the audience to fucking, meet the fucking shortfall. That financial shortfall. The ad revenue was no longer fucking there. The Machinima ad, views-based contract was no longer fucking there. So it's down to the fucking dumbass denhead to turn up on streams every day and tip him profusely on live streams every fucking day. Jesus Christ, man. It's just, it never changes. I know it doesn't, Phil. You're your own worst enemy. The past is in the past. Yes, you were fucking prominent on YouTube at one point in time. Those days are long fucking gone. And the sooner you can let go of those good old days and face the fucking harsh reality of what today's like for you, the better.
And interest. Even Tekken 8, which I've been telling you over the last week, I love Tekken 8. I think it's a great fighting game, and I'm actually doing really good at learning it at a fast pace and getting better. And it doesn't seem like there's many that care. And that's sad, because I really like it. And I think that I have potential to get much better at fighting games in the future if I apply myself the way I am now, with the whole studying aspect and applying. I mean, day one Yoshimitsu is ridiculous. Most people would look at that and be like, that's the first day he played that character? What? Seriously? Yeah, I never even touched him before. I didn't even know his moves until the night before when I watched videos. So doing that well, you know what I'm saying? Pretty cool, right?
Nope.
So, I would love feedback on this topic, okay? Absolutely, positively, I would love feedback on this topic. I want to know what it is that you like most about my content and what you want to see more of. And if you have a very strong opinion about something I'm doing right now that I shouldn't be doing, let me know. Or if it's something that you like that I'm doing and you want to see more of it, let me know. I want feedback on this, because I want to be doing things that you want, especially at a time when I need to have people supporting the business. I do.
Right, okay. I wasn't going to pause again because I've been pausing too fucking much, but his fans outright don't fucking want to see him play Tekken. They've made it clear with the amount of fucking money he gets given during Tekken, the views he gets, the engagement, the fucking on-demand views, his audience have told him outright, but not very interested in fucking Tekken. Phil refuses to listen to all those people saying drop Tekken. He is not going to drop Tekken. So here he is, with a plethora of fucking feedback from his audience saying play something else other than Tekken. And Phil's response to that is, no, I want to keep playing it because me, fighting game player.
Right now, I'm in big risk right now that if the trend doesn't pick up or change in the next 1 to 2 months, I'm going to be shit out of luck this year trying to afford everything because all the membership revenue is gone. And that was no exaggeration. Over $1,000 a month I was making on YouTube, that is now literally gone. No one is paying for memberships anymore. Everyone got a free one.
That's not true. You still have like 300 or 400 organic memberships. So, yeah. Plus you have members across 3 different channels, remember. There's DSP Gaming, DSP Reacts, and DSP Throwback. So come on, Phil.
See? So, that's horrible. And that's something that I need to figure out. Okay?
Burger.
So, let's talk about it. Alright? Let's figure it out. And by the way, don't let the white noise of the troll idiots who come in, you know, basically kill our intelligent discussion about this. Because I'm talking about people who are actually fans of me and my content, not people who come in, oh, your content sucks. Well, that's funny, that's hilarious. Ha ha ha, but that doesn't help. That's not constructive criticism, you fucking idiot. You know?
It is quite fucking funny though, so let me to fucking laugh.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
For fuck's sake, Phil. I mean, if you're not getting if your fans are not plying you with the money you think you deserve, then there's probably something wrong with either you or the content you're creating for them. So the content, even if it's not constructive fucking criticism, like the fucking support's not there. So what are you going to do about it, Phil? It's up to you as a content creator to provide good, good content for people to want to support. You're failing to do that. You're failing in your duty as a content creator. The fans don't owe you anything.
I want to know what it is that people do like about me, because people do show up and do support at certain times. Why do you? What is it that you like that you want to see more of? This is what I want to hear. This is what I need to hear. All right, this is the constructive things I need. What is it that I should not be doing? Correct? What is it that I'm doing too much of? That
oh my god, where do we start? Where do you fucking start? What is it should I not be fucking doing? Oh my god, number one, surely, on the top of that fucking list. Quit fucking begging every single fucking day, every single hour of every single fucking day. People who are fans of yours are well clued up in supporting you. You turn up to a... So hold on. So let's just pretend you turn up to a Dark Side Phil stream and you don't know how it works, okay? This is what you see in a Dark Side Phil stream. You got his dumbass chat on the right hand side. You know, you got things like, oh yeah, the chat and all that shit. And what do you have? Is this a subscribers only mode, okay? Oh, I bet I fucking subscribe then. 24-hour mode, oh, boo fucking who? You have something here. You know, with a dollar icon, it's got a fucking dollar bill icon. Oh, people can fucking contribute if you want. So yeah, people can see with the eyes that they turn up to Phil's stream. They can see, oh, I can give a super sticker, I can give a super chat, I can get a member, I can gift members. Oh wow, isn't that fucking interesting? They look down the description. And look at this, oh, I can join channel to get perks, and look at this, I can also give Phil money with PayPal. Would you look at that? All this... People that go... So Phil doesn't need to waste his fucking oxygen telling people how to give him money when it's clearly set there for all to see. Very easily. How the many ways people can do it. There's a big join button next to fucking subscribe. Phil, you don't need to fucking tell people over and over again. Because I've not told a soul. Like, I'll say, I can receive tips, I can receive super chats, I can receive memberships. Did I tell anyone that before the start of the stream? Or during the stream? No. And yet, I've received super chats and everything else, and because people know. Like, people turn up to streams on YouTube and they can see for themselves the ways they can support that content creator. If they think to themselves, oh, I'm entertained. Let's pretend it's some random fucking dumbass that just isn't aware of Phil. Imagine they turn up to Phil streams and they actually fucking like what they're fucking seeing. Wouldn't they then automatically think to themselves, I wonder how I can support this content creator that I'm enjoying the content of? They would look actively for the way, the things that they can do in that channel. So Phil, literally just shut the fuck up with the begging. There's your number one thing to stop fucking doing. Prophet says, don't give Jad money. He gave me a bingo and insta Phil yesterday. That's not fucking true, and you fucking know it. You wanted me to give you fucking bingo and insta fucking Phil. I said no. That shit's going to Jasper's Angels instead.
Don't lie. Because maybe the days of me being the full-time gamer are done, right? Maybe I do. Maybe I need to play way less games, and I need to start splitting my time between other projects and other efforts. I tried this last year with the React stuff, and you guys adamantly raged against that and said, no, you're doing too many Reacts. You're doing full days of reacting to other YouTubers and their channels, documentaries and things like that. You're taking too much time away from the gaming. Don't do that. Do more gaming. So I went back. I literally went forward and went right back to the way it was, because this is what people said they wanted. I was trying to give you what you want based on your feedback. But now it seems like that's not working anymore, right? I'm sitting here playing games, and I'm actually losing viewers when I start to play the video game. That's not good. Obviously,
I'm going to count and tick off Mock's chat.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
First bingo of the game, but yeah, in my opinion, right now, he's just mocking his entire fucking chat. Johnny Cornbread is saying the mic got bumped. I don't think so. I'll rewind it, but I don't think there's a microphone bump. Unless you can hear that microphone or see it getting bumped by his hand, nah. It moves, because Phil jiggles his fucking leg, it moves the fucking microphone a lot, but that's not a microphone bump.
Because this is what people said they wanted. I was trying to give you what you want based on your feedback. But now it seems like that's not working anymore, right? I'm sitting here playing games, and I'm actually losing viewers when I start to play the video game. That's not good. Obviously, there's something up with that, right? By the way, I'm going to try to fix the frame rate on my camera, which tanked for no good fucking reason. So let me just mess with my camera for a little bit here. Try to get the frame rate back. See, the frame rate's fine at 640. Well, I guess that's 480p. Here's a lower res widescreen. This is probably the resolution I'm going to be using tomorrow when I do co-op with my wife. That way we can do widescreen, but it'll not kill as many computer resources if I do this. Okay.
Not kill as many computer resources. Oh, Phil, your technical fucking babble. Not kill. Oh my god. Why does... Hold on. What's the membership called? Why does Phil protect the... Why does Phil protect the proven PDF file Derek gifted 50 memberships to Phil's channel? So, Phil's leaned it now, so I think that's going to stop all the spam gifted member bomb messages. But yeah, Bokoblin was gifted a membership by Why Does Phil Protect the Proven PDF File Derek? 50 member bomb. But yeah, Phil has now banned that user and clicked him away from the fucking top of the screen, so the messages aren't going to appear anymore. That got leaned. No, it wasn't a very fast lean, you know what I mean? It took Phil like fucking 20 seconds to respond to that. But yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're getting way too fucking behind. I'm just gonna let Phil cook.
Better now? Yeah, a little better. It's still choppy. What's funny is I think it might just be my preview, because when I was in the actual camera window, it looked better. Anyway, yeah, I need to know what it is that you like the most, all right? And I want to know. I want to know what I need to do. I know. Here's the thing. I'm gonna get a million suggestions.
Oh my god, Phil. Fine. That's an interesting number, isn't it?
Jesus! Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The boss being raised.
So I wasn't... So Phil emphasised the million there. He said million earlier on in the stream. I ignored it. But he actually emphasised the word million there. I had no fucking choice. I had to fucking do it. It would have been criminal for me to fucking ignore that one, man. He really... Comrade Jasper says I have to play this every day. I try not to. But usually Phil forces my hand. He likes to say the word million a lot. But yeah, in this particular case, Phil said million earlier on, as I said, but I ignored it. But he really emphasised, listen again, he really emphasised the million here.
I'm gonna get a million.
I mean, come on. He was basically daring me to fucking play it. Challenge accepted, motherfucker. Let's get back to the bingo.
A million suggestions, okay? I know I am, and that's okay. I need to weigh and balance your input now and try to figure out what's the best thing to do for the future, all right? And if that means that this year somehow I dramatically change and shift, if we need to, we could do that. I'm okay with that, all right? So let's see what everyone's feedback is. I'm literally getting a ton of suggestions right now. No, don't stray too far from the fundamentals. Well, I like it when you're chilling and having fun playing games. It's apparent when you're having fun. When you're raging, it's not fun. I turn the stream off. I prefer watching fighting game streams. We get to interact with you and help you out with combos, punishes, another thing. See, everyone has a different opinion. See? I've been telling you guys this for years.
Oh, we have 100 likes. Wow, fuck me. Well, guys, thank you very much for liking the stream. 100 likes. So we've earned a free space for the bingo card. But as well as a free space, you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation, that Pixar animations, so very kindly made for us all to enjoy to celebrate 100 likes. Remember, keep your eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. Good cat.
I'm a variety streamer, and because of that, there's a variety of people who check me out for various different reasons. There isn't like one thing people tune in the dark side Phil for. There's not. The other content creators, there are a lot of one-trick ponies out there, where it's their shtick every day, the same fucking thing every day, all day. That's what people are there for. And hey, whatever floats your boat, whatever works for them, that's not me. I've always been a guy who's kind of, you know, jack of all trades, master of none. But that's why people are always kind of hanging out, because they never know what you're going to see, and people like different things. Some people might tune into this podcast and not give a crap about.
Oh yeah, Phil, you're definitely fucking delivering fucking variety. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, because we covered this at the fucking start. Where's my man Theo? Where's fucking Theo? Theo does art, in case you weren't aware. There's a lot of not safe for work content here. There we go. I had to scroll down on Theo's. Oh goodness me, what the fuck's he? There we go. Here, Mr. Variety, Mr. fucking, you know, variety streamer and all that shit, you know what I mean? He's playing the same game every day, it seems like. Mr. Variety content creator. Here he is trying to fucking pretend he's a fucking variety gaming content creator, and what's happening today and tomorrow and the next day's fucking play. The 4 streaming days in a row. The day streams are all the same fucking game. So, Phil, I mean, come on, who are you fucking kidding? We are fucking variety bullshit. Try and justify you being a variety content creator when you're playing the same goddamn game 4 streams in a fucking row in the day stream. Make it make sense, Phil.
Gameplay. Some people might only turn on the stream when the podcast is over because they want to watch the gameplay, you know? So anyway, today I really need your feedback, because after Pal World, and then seeing what's happened in the last couple of weeks on the streams, seeing what's going on sadly with my lost revenue because of trolls, and also seeing the fact that I'm getting feedback like, hey, times are changing. Do you not notice more people are hanging out for the podcast, and a lot of people are supporting the podcast, and when you start the games, it dries up. I'm like, damn, I guess I see your point. So let's talk about that further. This is not me saying I'm immediately making any knee-jerk reaction changes. I just want to know what it actually is that you want, right? I don't think we need a longer podcast or anything like that. What I think is, if you want more talk, we can have more talk, but then we have to create shows and things that make sense. It can't just be the level 1 podcast all day, every day. That's not going to work. The podcast is already long enough, right? It is. What we need to do is, what are other things you'd like to see? If you really want talk or discussion more, then we should figure this out. Like, how do you do it better in a situation where, like, what shows do you want to see?
Burger.
Right? I don't know. This is what I mean. I would love your feedback on this. Okay?
Bruh.
I don't know. It makes me worried. Here's why I'm worried. Because I love certain games. Like, for example, I really like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I knew I was going to. But that's not for my whole audience. That's for a small group of my audience, and I know that. But then, are you telling me that if for me to be successful in the future, I just have to ignore the games I like? Oh, just don't play the games you like anymore because, you know, you don't get a big audience for them. Well, that's fucked up, no? Like, the whole point of me being a YouTuber was to show my passion for games with an audience, and when that resonated through, the success came later. Not, oh, you're just playing games that are big or that people, you know, people are asking for just to make a paycheck. I don't want to do that. You understand? Like, that's not what I'm about. The day that this just becomes doing things to make money, I might as well be just as bad as all the others out there, right?
You literally told your audience that you're fucking dying because they weren't giving you enough money the other day. So, are you sure about that, Phil?
Any means necessary, make the bag, do anything you can, fucking sell the fuck out, become a shill, become a fake, become a toxic person who just insults and bullies people all day for money. I don't want to do that. I want to be true to me, and I want to continue to resonate that commitment that I've always had with you, that I was going to be transparent, honest, you know, a different kind of guy than all those people on the internet who are fakes. I'm not a fake. I never have been. I've always been. Why do you think I never accepted the big sponsorships? I never got in with the in crowd of gaming because I was never a fake. I was always honest, and a lot of those companies don't like that shit.
Phil, if you're always honest, then why did you say to your audience you changed the way you done your content compared to back in like 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Why? Phil, these days, current day Phil wears a mask. It's a mask that sometimes slips off depending on how much money he's got that day. It's like all the homophobic stuff and the sexist stuff and the racist stuff is under that mask, but it's not very well concealed from Phil. You know what I mean? If he was true to himself, he would still be dropping all those kind of slurs. But because he's scared of the consequences, he has to fucking put on an act, wear a mask.
I don't want people talking the truth about their stuff. They want people kissing ass. I've never been a kiss ass in my entire life. So let's talk about this. All right? This is the first of the discussions today. And we got to move on from this topic now because I have to do the schedule and shout out. But this is something that I think we need to talk about more and more and figure this out. Because I don't want what happened over 10 years ago to happen again.
It's not up to your audience to figure out, Phil. This is on you. This is your business. This is your fucking platform. This is your channel. And this is for you to figure out and resolve. Why should the burden be on your audience? I'm not saying you can't fucking get some good suggestions from your fucking audience. But you're literally putting the burden and the pressure and the responsibility of saving your fucking financial well-being on them.
I don't want to become Mr. Dinosaur, the guy who's no one cares about because he's an idiot who didn't listen to feedback. If the writing is on the wall, that me just sitting around playing games all day doesn't work anymore, I want to change for the better. I tried last year with the React stuff, and the feedback I got was, no, don't do that. Go back to the gaming. So I did. But here we are only in February of 2024, and half the time that I'm playing games, people are telling me that it's not that interesting. Well, that's not good. Even the games I'm interested in, like Tekken, people are like, well, that's not good. I want to know what you want me to do then. I need feedback on this, you know? Okay. Anyway, now that the seed has been planted, all right, let's start this discussion seriously. In fact, I would love to see, because I'm sure people now are going to leave feedback on this video and overnight. I want the good feedback from people. And if your feedback is, oh, just change everything you are, completely change all of your content to be just like everyone else on YouTube, be a shill character who's a fake. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and no, I'm not doing that. I'd rather go out of business. So if it means I go out of business, I guess I go out of business. I'm going to be true to myself, but find a way to make content that people are going to want more. All right? So let's figure that out. Okay? Okay. All right, let's do schedule for the week, and then let's do shout-outs, and that's probably going to be the show, because already it's past noon, okay? So, today, it is Baldur's Gate 3, continuing on with the Shar's Gauntlet, or whatever the hell it's called, and like I said last night on my level 1, or excuse me, on my daily wrap, I really hope today's not just a bunch of boring puzzles. I don't want to fuck around with puzzles all day in Baldur's Gate. I want to play the game, and it seems like this game is intent on always presenting something new and daunting and, quite frankly, annoying to you, and I don't like that at all. I don't want to be annoyed today. I want to have fun with the game. And I told you, I was just hitting my stride the last couple of streams. I felt like I was comfortable. My characters were in a good enough build that I was having comfort in combat. And we were moving smoothly. And the last thing I want is now, this whole stream is going to become annoying cryptic puzzles where you got to fuck around and reload a million times. And it's like, I don't want to do that. That's not fun to me. And I hope that they didn't change the whole game in this area to think they thought they were ingenious, when in reality they're just really fucking annoying and not ingenious at all, but stupid. I hope that's not the case. All right, we'll see what happens. I want to get through the Shar's area. Hopefully we can pass this part and then get to a better part. Like, I was really liking the story at this part. I don't want to spend 4 hours in this dungeon doing stupid puzzles. I want to actually get to the story. You see? So let's see how it's going to go. And hopefully we get through this today, so we can get back to advancement, okay? Tonight's late stream is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. We're on Dondoko Island, and we're in the tutorial. So my goal is to finish the tutorial and get back to the main land of Hawaii, because from what I'm going to understand, once you finish the Dondoko tutorial, but now when you're in Hawaii, you're going to be doing missions and encountering people who then will become guests on your resort. So if I don't go back to Hawaii and recruit new...
There's a mic bump. Him and his flailing arms clearly about to make fun now.
You're going to be doing missions and encountering people who then will become guests...
Yeah, that's absolutely a mic bump. There's your guaranteed mic bump right there.
Burger.
Excellent stuff. We're doing quite well when it comes to the free spaces. So we have 2 free spaces already because of the snorts and the likes. We are 2 snorts away from a 3rd free space. And I still obviously the shout outs to go and everything else. We're doing quite well. We're behind Phil by about 25 minutes, so let's just let him cook.
On your resort. So if I don't go back to Hawaii and recruit new guests, all right, it's going to be basically kind of worthless to do Dondoko Island, because we're not going to be able to make enough money or get enough of the notoriety to have the island level up when I'm doing the co-op with my wife starting tomorrow. So the goal tonight...
Hold a second. You're struggling to make money in Yakuza? Wow, the game is based off your fucking life.
Finish the Dondoko tutorial, get back to Hawaii, and start doing little side missions and recruiting people who could be guests, so that tomorrow when I play it with Kat, we have guests to invite. Okay? So, let's see how that goes. Alright? And go from there, but I think tonight should be a fun stream. Okay? Tomorrow, more Baldur's Gate 3, where hopefully we're done with this Shar's Gauntlet and on to the rest of the story of Act 2, because I like to finish it sooner rather than later. I want to get into Act 3 at this point. And then tomorrow night, yes, Wednesday night, Valentine's Day night, on the late stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It is my first ever cooperative gameplay stream with my wife Kat. We're going to be doing Dondoko Island, which is the Animal Crossing game in Like a Dragon. And we already talked about it. I think she might actually play it. Like, she might use the controller to control it, because she knows more about how to lay out paths and build the buildings and do stuff like that, while we'll be making the decisions together. We'll be talking about, oh, let's pick this building, let's pick this thing and build this, and then I'll be manning like the laptop here and interacting with all of you and reading questions and doing stuff there, while she kind of controls the ship in the game. You see? First time I'm actually using the new chair. Remember I bought that chair like a month ago? So I have a new chair to sit and be comfy. And I think it's going to be fun. Again, I hope you'll come out and hang out with us. First time ever doing co-op. We've never done any co-op gameplay before at all. So this will be the first time ever to do it. And hopefully it'll be interesting, right? And different and fun. And
hold up. So Cat loves gaming apparently, and Phil loves gaming. But they've never, ever played a game together before. Not even offline. Also, this is not co-op. This is one person plays the game while the other person just sits and watches. This is basically going to be what Phil's day offs are usually like. Because when Phil gets back from grocery shopping on his day off and Cat's playing a game, he usually just parks himself behind her and watches her play a game, while occasionally fucking talking and reacting. It's basically a pre-Phil's day off.
if it goes well, we're planning on doing it more. In fact, probably about twice a week, because for those who don't know, the Dondoko Island minigame in Like a Dragon is about 10 to 15 hours long. So if we're not doing it a good amount, there's no point in doing it, because I'll never finish it. I'll be further ahead in the game and not need it anymore, right? And the thing is, you kind of need the rewards. You get lots of money from doing it that you can then use in the game to level up your character, weapons. So you can level up their weapons and equipment at the blacksmith. You can buy better weapons and equipment. You need that money that you earn from Dondoko Island to really progress in the main game. So we need to balance it so that basically I'm making the in-game money doing the minigame, and then I can apply that to my main playthrough. If I'm not doing enough Dondoko Island, I'm not going to have enough advancement to get anything out of it, you see? So, tomorrow night is the first stream of that. I'm off on Thursday from streaming. Friday, it'll be more Baldur's Gate 3 and Friday Night Fights, Tekken 8 with more Yoshimitsu. Saturday, my nose itches, sorry, more Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, I know this is a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, but because we're trying to make major advancement in the game before Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth comes out at the end of the month. So
thanks for the variety, by the way, Phil. Baldur's Gate fucking 4 streams in a row.
More Baldur's Gate 3 on Saturday. Saturday night, another Dondoko co-op session with Kat. So that'll be the next one. As long as tomorrow night goes well, the next one will be Saturday night, okay? Sunday, all day long, it's reacting stuff. Sunday day stream is DSP versus the internet on DSP Reacts, and then Sunday night is the next retro react stream on DSP Throwback, and you guys are currently voting on the poll, and right now in a big lead is Heavy Rain. It looks like you guys really want me to react to my original Heavy Rain playthrough from 2010, which I'm totally down for. I think that would be pretty funny and exciting, because I remember the beginning of the game is quite funny with the way that I commentated on it. So that'll be neat. It looks like Heavy Rain on Sunday, and then Monday, Tekken 8 is the daytime stream. Now I don't know if that means I'll be doing more Yoshimitsu or mixing it up and going back to my other characters. I'm not sure yet. And then Monday night will be Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, the first stream of the story of the game. After doing 2 co-op streams with my wife, I'll hopefully get rewarded for the 2 streams I did with her, and we'll get the money payout, and I'll be able to apply that to the main game and continue on there. And then Tuesday would be more Baldur's Gate 3 and more Dondoko Island co-op with Kat. And then Wednesday, Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon, and that's the week. Okay? So that means 2 Dondoko Island co-op streams next week and 2 Like a Dragon streams next week. And 4 Baldur's Gate streams next week. Okay? So it's a little something for everyone, and it's good progress. Again, I really want to get a good chunk into Act 3 in Baldur's Gate before we hit Final Fantasy 7.
Did Phil say the words day off, or did you kind of skim over that?
At the end of the month on the 29th, which is why I'm playing so much in the short time that I have. I want to get that maximum advancement before we hit that bump, okay?
You didn't say it. Fuck.
Okay, so there you have it. It's time for shoutouts, guys. We're running out of time here, so let's get to shoutouts, shall we? It's me to the super chat says your podcast helps me to fall asleep. Thanks. Now I don't know if that's intended to be sarcastic or not. You do realize that there are people who listen to podcasts just like this every single day as background noise. They absolutely do. There's people who subscribe to a playlist or whatever, and they just hit play, and they let it just play out as background noise, and that's fine. If that's what you enjoy doing, I'm glad that you get that out of the show. Or if you're insulting me, well then you can kiss my ass. I don't know what you're talking about. So, Veteran Court Cam.
Oh, fucking piece of shit. I was if you mean well, then thanks, but if you're being mean, then fuck you. Jesus Christ, man. Some people do listen.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Sorry, but thank you very much to Tricorder Transmissions for the super chat, who says I'm sick of hearing about Count Dooku Island, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's fucking Don Doku Island or whatever. Fuck yeah, I'm fed up hearing about it as well. Fuck me, man. it is a fucking pain in the arse. But yeah, it's thanks. He can't stop himself from fucking saying it. You know what I mean? It's just over and over again. So in case you're not aware of what's happening on Wednesday, Phil's going to be doing co-op with Cats. Wow. And Jesus Christ, man, can't wait if I can see the highlights from that fucking train wreck that's coming. Bloody hell. But yeah, we're doing quite well. Update quickly on the free spaces. We have 3 free spaces. We have hit 51 snorts, so that's 2 free spaces right there alone for that. We got a free space because of likes. Thank you very much for that, by the way. And we are 3 burps away from our potential 4th free space. Still quite a lot of white spaces on the board, but we're about to do, obviously we're in the shoutouts now, so hopefully we can tick off a few more things from the shoutouts.
Is a troll who insulted me and says my content is boring. Well, then why are you here? If you find the content on the channel boring, perhaps you shouldn't be here doing a super chat. I mean, you're literally a moron. then we have 672, who did a super chat and says, I've been saying it for years, Fan Night Fridays. I don't know what that means. What is Fan Night Fridays? I don't know. Because there's various ways you can take that. Oh, well, on Fridays, you do co-op gameplay or something with viewers. And I understand that, but you could do that in a game like Street Fighter 6, where we did lobbies of that or whatever. And it worked for a while, but then it got kind of boring. We did it for a few times, and it was like, nah. And then I played less Street Fighter 6, and it made more sense to focus just on the few times I played it a week, getting better at it, and getting the master level, rather than kind of messing around casually with the viewers. But if you're saying like, oh, do a night where all the members get to do something, you can't do anything member related ever again, seriously, because of the way that they destroy these memberships on YouTube, they're basically not, viable anymore for that kind of stuff. It would have to be a higher level of special membership. And I can tell you right now, if people are already getting a standard level membership for free every month, they're not going to pay a few dollars more to do something else for a Fan Night Friday or something like that. You know what I mean? So, but I don't even know.
Hey, look at Derek. Derek was not willing to fucking give you any money because he just thought, I'm going to wait for my free membership. Oh, apparently Soquid's telling me that Phil actually did say what you're talking about, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Burger.
If Phil actually said the words, it counts. So there you go. Good spot, Soquid.
To me, if you can elaborate on that, I would like to hear more about that, okay? All right, so tips side of things today. I got a $1 tip from someone saying, everyone's playing the Tomb Raider Master Collection today, including me, but you're skipping it. Can you care to give a reason why? Sure, it's the same reason I skipped Helldivers 2, and the same reason that I skipped Suicide Squad, and the same reason that I skipped Persona 3, and the same reason that I skipped Grand Blue Fantasy, and the same reason that I probably skipped 5 other games. Games are too long today, and so because of that, I can only play a certain amount of them.
Games are not too long. You just don't have a great fucking attention span, Phil. You need that immediate fucking financial gratification, and also fucking, when it comes to games, you need that fucking immediate fucking... You don't have the patience to see a fucking game. Like, if Phil would be the type of person, so I imagine Phil played Red Dead Redemption 2. A good example might be Red Dead Redemption 2. That game, you can actually get through the game pretty quickly if you just focus on the story. But if you try your best to fucking just obviously do the side stuff as well, there's so much more to the game, so much more to enjoy. It makes it a completely different experience. Like, the fucking trying to just speedrun the fucking game essentially, you're just doing story mission. Vast different experience compared to just fucking taking your time in a fucking game and enjoying, like, just the general atmosphere of the fucking game. Like, it's literally just doing nothing in camp sometimes can trigger some bizarre little fucking thing that you didn't expect to fucking see happening, you know what I mean? There's a little side mission going on or whatever. You learn more about some certain characters, not shit. But Phil doesn't care about that kind of thing in these games. He only cares about trying to get through games as fast as he fucking can before the interest dies off and wanes, and I can fucking skip to the fucking next game because he's desperate for a, new game, new hype, more money fucking, idea. It's just... He is his own worst enemy. He has created his own fucking personal fucking purgatory. He is a master of his own fucking downfall. He has really set himself up here for his misery. And we're all here to fucking enjoy it.
Be playing Tekken and Like a Dragon and Baldur's Gate 3 and doing React content while also playing the Tomb Raider collection. It just doesn't work. There's only one of me. There's only a certain amount of streaming time, so I have to pick and choose what I play. Alright? There was no overwhelming call for me to play the Tomb Raider collection. In fact, again, what people seem to be misunderstanding about it is that it's not a remake. It's just they upgraded the graphics, and that's it. The game's gonna play very archaic, like the originals actually did. I don't think it's gonna... That collection is good for posterity. For those who've never played the originals and have no access to them, great. Here you go. But outside of that, those games are not super fun to play or anything. Like, I remember playing Tomb Raider 1. I owned it. And I thought it was good until you get to like the middle of the game, and it's really tedious and annoying. The platforming is not good. It's really not, and the combat is very boring. Halfway through the game, it's more of the same, just find better weapons or whatever, but it's just not that good. And the thing is, there's too many games out in a short period of time to play all of them. This is what we're talking about, right? Seems like no matter what I do or what I play, everyone tunes in for the first stream or two, and then they're bored, right? No one's gonna stick around to see me play the Tomb Raider trilogy. Sorry, I just know it. It's not gonna retain any kind of interest. So, that's why I'm not too interested in it, okay? Gotta get further in the games I'm playing. Like I said, I want to get to Act 3 of Baldur's Gate. We're gonna get the co-op going and get that advancing in Like a Dragon. Soon, Final Fantasy VII's right around the corner. That's the game everyone wants to see right now coming up. Like, that's the only game. You're seeing so much hype on social media for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and everything else is kind of like an afterthought. Like, that's the...
So, if any of Phil's troll tippers are listening right now, I don't expect him to fucking hear, of course, but how about we do a little experiment on Phil and see what happens with Baldur's Gate 3? How about we do a little experiment and we fucking see if Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't hit the $100 tips goal for the next couple of streams? Will Phil put the game in threat of wage quit, or will he persevere with it because he's fucking committed so many hours to it so far? How about, is it safe for his fucking dumbass deadheads to not make sure it gets guaranteed $100 contributions, or would Phil still drop the game even after this long of Phil playing it?
Next big event in gaming is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, right? Okay. All right. So thank you for the tip, and I hope that the answer made sense. I received a $2.85 tip from an anonymous tipper. Thank you to $2.85 tipper, whoever you are. I appreciate that. There we go. I received a $2 tip.
Burger.
From Kirk. He says, to be blunt, all of your ideas so far are like switching jet chairs around to the Titanic. If you want to be popular, it's DS politics. There you go. They want DS politics.
Kirk, as a reminder, is Canadian Kirk, who was banned by YouTube before, so then he made a sock account to get around that ban. Phil knows this, was aware of it, and allows that openly racist individual on his streams, just so he can keep getting money from him.
You want it. You want the politics. You're asking for the politics. Me in a big Uncle Sam hat, pointing, I want you to watch DS politics, right? This is what people want. Oh my.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! Oh my God. Anyway. No, it's funny because, no exaggeration, a political channel, there's so much, just this morning, there's a giant news story about politics that in the United States, and this is, I'm not going to give my opinion on it, I'm just going to give you an example. The Senate just passed a bill, all right, and this bill in the United States, they're calling it like, I think they're calling it like the Homeland Security bill. The bill literally funds nothing about Homeland Security. It's about giving money for foreign wars. So we as taxpayers in the United States pay our taxes to have our country run by the government, and the government just wants to take those taxes and mail them overseas to other people instead of actually fixing things in the country with the money. This is what the bill is. And they named it wrong so that people wouldn't know what it is. So you think, oh, they voted for a Homeland Security bill? Oh, that sounds good. And in reality, you read the bill, it has nothing to do with that.
That's some thumbs up. Good old DSP politics giving us a good old thumbs up.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Phil was afraid to share his true opinion on it, but it's quite obvious what his opinion is on it, based on how he's wording this. And yeah, I mean, that's a completely different argument altogether. Is it right or wrong for your countries to send, you know, funds to other countries to help them out when they could be going to? Yeah, I can see both sides of it. You know what I mean? It's always good to fucking help out, but at the same time, like, you're going to help out your own people first. That kind of argument happens all the time. It's not just America. Those kind of arguments happen in the UK as well. They happen in probably every Western nation on the planet. Effectively have those kind of fucking, you know, arguments and debates and everything else, you know what I mean? And there's no right answer, essentially, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's all about getting a good balance, in my opinion. But that's just my take.
Okay, so this is what happened in politics this morning, right? Now, that's not me giving my opinion on it. That's the story. That's the mainline news everywhere right now, okay? So, just imagine. I turn on DS Politics today. Well, guess what, guys? We got a hot topic. Let's explore this bill in depth. Let's talk about what it really does, and let's talk about the politicians on both sides and what they're saying about it and how they're spinning it, and then let's go ahead and talk about what we think. This could be a whole day. This is a whole day of content for me. I don't have to do any work. There's a news story up. Here's my content for the day. You know what I mean? Do you understand this is how many people do this on YouTube? It's insane. There's a ridiculous amount of people not just on YouTube, but everywhere. They're on fucking Facebook. They're on, what's the site? Rumble. Rumble's huge for politics. Like, this is all they do. And they just sit there talking this shit all day, and they get giant views and popularity and all the shit based off of it. It's ridiculous, right? So, anyway, I want to continue.
So Phil was not upset because people have all these political takes. He's upset because these are content creators who are far more popular than him discussing these things. He's not worried about he's basically jealous, essentially, of these more successful content creators getting all these views and attention and money.
My nose is itching and I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Give me a second here.
And away fucks off.
Oh.
Fuck you, Phil.
Fuck you, Phil.
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up!
Phew. Okay.
Bruh.
Crisis averted. Alright, so anyway, Kirk, opinion received and weighed, and thank you for your feedback. Let's continue. I received a $5 tip. Let's see here. Oh my god, this is way too long.
Just read the fucking tip, you lazy bastard.
So basically this person is saying a lot of people don't want to hear the same topics like the daily schedule, talking about YouTube monetization, hearing about things going wrong. They tune into a stream to unplug from their reality and the stresses of life because they just want to relax and have fun. And I get that.
Exactly. So why do you enforce this fucking suffering on people that turn up to your streams on a daily basis with the same old bullshit?
I totally get that. In fact, I rarely even talk about that stuff. Seriously, like, usually the podcast is the place where I would talk about that stuff. Oddly enough, the podcast is where I'm getting the most views, the most engagement, and the most support. So I understand what you're saying, correct? I do. Like, I totally get it. And I tend to agree with you that I need to do less of that, but at the very same time, okay, that seems to be what a lot of people are tuning in for and support.
Oh my god, is he actually justified begging profusely on his podcast by saying that's what people want to fucking see? Because 1 Minute Man fucking inflates the fucking numbers every single fucking podcast, he's actually fucking justified him begging every day in the podcast. He managed to fucking turn this into a fucking vindication for him to beg every day in the podcast because the podcast gets the most support these days compared to gameplay, apparently. How in the fuck? How in the goddamn hell has he managed to spin it that way? I'm so dizzy that I fucking got spun like that. I'm fucking seeing fucking stars right now.
So, I think what it is I have different audiences. You know what I'm saying? I just do. I have people who tune in who just want to hang out for gameplay. But then I have people who tune in and they actually want to have that level of discussion. And I have people who tune in for various reasons, right? So, in your case, you may be someone who just wants to see me play a game. So you know what my recommendation is for that? This is me being honest, and I hope you'll take it to heart. This is not me slamming anyone. Tune in at 12:45 p.m. Pacific time every day. Because by the time I'm starting with the game, I'm done with all these discussions. They're done. You don't have to be here for the podcast. Skip it. Come for the gameplay, which starts around 12:45 p.m. every day. Late streams, I don't really do this podcast segment. I do like maybe 10 minutes of hanging out with the audience, and then we get into the game. And the game usually starts around 7:15 p.m. Pacific time. So tune in at 12:45 p.m. or 7:15 p.m. Pacific time and just enjoy the gameplay portions of the streams. Rarely will you hear me bringing up these topics that you have issue with. But the problem is, if you're listening to the wrong people, like my detractors, you get complete misinformation. They'll say, all I do is bring it up all day. I don't. I purposely separate it out, so that way, you don't have to be bombarded with those topics when I'm playing the game. When I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 today, do you think I'm going to be talking about this stuff? No, I'm going to talk about Baldur's Gate 3. So that's the point. That's why I actually started this podcast. Before it was even called a podcast, I called it pre-stream.
So Phil, why when people were watching you playing Tekken, and you fucking split the parts between Tekken, you had people fucking listening to you telling them that you were fucking going to die? It was killing you. You used the words, you know, the lack of support you were getting on Tekken. You, in the middle of playing Tekken, you said it was killing you, that you weren't getting more support. That wasn't during the fucking podcast, Phil. It was in between recorded segments. And that's your fucking sneaky way of trying to, you know, pretend that it didn't fucking happen. I'm going to hit stop record so I can fucking guilt trip my fucking audience and to try and support me more. I'm dying, guys. Give me more fucking money. Start recording. Okay, guys, we're back for another fucking half hour of fun gameplay. Fuck off.
Because I wanted to get these topics out of the way, so once we start playing the game, we can focus on the game. Other content creators turn the stream on within 5 minutes they're playing the game, and what are they talking about? 20 loads of bullshit, right? Good luck trying to watch that playthrough back later, because the first hour of their content is them shooting the shit small talk with their fucking audience, and has nothing to do with the game. So how does that make sense? It really doesn't, but it's just become a commonplace thing that everyone else does, so I guess that's how you're supposed to do it, right? I do it way more professional and organized, but I guess I do it wrong. Just don't tune into the podcast if you're not interested in those topics, you know? I feel like I already solved this problem ages ago. But maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'm just giving you my take.
So Phil is doing it the professional way, and he can't afford to pay his fucking bills, and everyone else is doing it the unprofessional way, who are massively successful, have fucked you money, and can do this as a fucking joy and fucking habit and a hobby and everything else because they're so successful doing what they're doing. But apparently the way they do it is unprofessional. Apparently.
Because that's, you know, I feel like that wasn't an issue. For those who want to avoid this kind of discussion and topic, don't tune into the podcast, just jump into the gameplay where I'm basically avoiding talking about those topics over and over, right? Continuing on, I got a $1 tip from Kirk. You would rather Putin take over Europe than total global domination. You are a psycho. We support Ukraine. Okay, this is. I think you jumped the gun, Kirk. This is not DS politics. What you're saying is not something I'm going to discuss on the channel. I hate to tell you, you jumped the gun. Okay, thanks for the $1 tip there, Kirk. I received a generous $20 tip from Swagonito. Okay.
Well, guys, Phil has got the hat pull going. So it's not just 1 minute. So someone other than 1 Minute Man gave Phil 25 buckaroos. But yeah, clearly Phil is a desperate amount of begging, and playing Baldur's Gate 3 has got the wheels out in force, and they're giving him money. He's got $100 at least. He might have more than that, who knows? But I'm going to close that hat. I just thought I'd update you guys in the current situation. We are still behind Phil by about, we're almost 30 minutes behind Phil. I'm going to speed this up to 1.75. Let's just let Phil cook and get through all these fucking shoutouts or whatever. Is he playing gameplay yet? Yeah, he's about to. He's not actually playing gameplay yet. He's still in the menu right now. I think somebody actually, yes, somebody gave me a $100 tip. I can see the animation down in the bottom corner there. Someone gave me a legit $100 tip at least, and Phil played the animation for it. Yeah, apparently the stream's currently, so like D-Dog's saying right now the stream's at $168 because it went from like 60 odd bucks to 168 because of a $100 tip from Grim Reaper. Isn't it, mate? Fools and their money are easily parted, really, you know what I mean? Like, and how long's that going to last for Phil? I give it a fucking day before he's fucking using the same fucking woe is me speech tomorrow.
It's election year. It's definitely a window to start up DS politics. I legit watch it and hear your opinions. Make it happen. DSP Otis. Oh, DS POTUS. Get it? Oh, no. Oh, no. The whole thing is, you have to understand that if I do political content, it's going to be the funniest political content you're ever going to see, because I am not extreme either way, and that's the way to make money. To be totally right or totally left and say everyone else is a villain is how you make money doing it, because you can immediately ridicule and villainize everyone on the other side and discredit everything they say, and you have this kind of like gang mentality where everyone has to be on your side if they're left or right. So you always have this endless audience. I'm not either side. I literally look at both sides and I fucking facepalm and laugh at how bad both sides are, because being polarized in politics is like being a fucking idiot. It's like thinking the world is black and white, that there's superheroes and supervillains everywhere. There's none. That's not how life works. It's so different than that, but people want to simplify everything in life. It's so silly the way these people act. So anyway, yeah, it's really stupid. And in that regard, I don't know. Like I said, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna think about it. I'm sure we're going to discuss more. I definitely want a lot of feedback. Please, everyone, give me your feedback in regards to all of these topics. I would love to hear your thoughts. Some people seem like they want to get into politics sooner rather than later because it's election year. Now's the year to do it. I mean, if we do that, here's the thing. If we do that, it's not going to be here. It ain't going to be on the Throwback channel, and it ain't going to be on DSP Reacts. I've got to do something new. That has to be its own entity out there somewhere where it's separate from all my other shit, so that way no one can be, oh my God, you see, you know, it has to be different. I can't have political discourse inundating my other content, you know. But I guess we're going to have to talk about it, okay? Oh, I received a $25 tip from 1 Minute Man. This could be the toughest dungeon so far in the game. You're facing trials that include the tedious trial and error or clever approach to convention. How are you supposed to know that? The game doesn't tell you, but it does. If you look and listen to clues, it wouldn't hurt to pick up the temple map by the entrance. There you go. So 1 Minute Man is saying there's a temple map by the entrance that I guess I missed. I thought I'd seen it, but I didn't pick it up because I didn't think it did anything. I think I'd seen it at on like a pedestal or something, correct? I think I recall that. But I don't think that it clicked that it would do anything if I picked it up. It didn't seem like it activated anything. So that's why I didn't grab it. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to work on this together. Like I said, I want to get through this and get back to like the main game story, because the story was actually getting quite good. And the fact that now the story has to go on like a hiatus to do a bunch of puzzles is kind of silly in my opinion. But again, I feel like the game developers felt they were like really clever in certain parts of the game, and for some people maybe they are. Like if you're a huge D&D fan, maybe you think that this is gonna be the most clever part of the game. But for someone like me who's just a casual enjoyer and just wants to get through it and see more story elements that are fun, I get the feeling today's gonna be a very tedious day. Just saying. I guess we'll see. Jade, you're taking off. All right, I'll see you tonight for Like a Dragon. Jade, sounds good. Jessica says, what's the best way to leave feedback? There's so many.
Oh, sounds good was said. Fantastic stuff.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
We are one free space away from a full house.
Email me, darksidefil@hotmail.com, if you have a lot of detailed stuff to say. If not, you can leave a comment on this video, and I read all comments and approve them for later, and that's how I get to see all your feedback a lot. I would say those are the two best ways. Either email me or leave a comment on a video, and that way I have some time to read it and really weigh it in. Like for example, that was an email where I talked about someone said, hey, if you haven't noticed, a lot of the content today that most people are tuning into and supporting is not your gameplay. That was an email that I got. And a lot of the good suggestions I get are in video comments, so that's how I would suggest to do it. Okay. All right, guys, we've got a few more minutes here. If anyone has any questions, toss them my way. Okay.
I have a strong feeling that we're going to get a full house, because I feel very convinced that when the $100 tip he gets happens before he starts recording for gameplay, okay? So that happened, like he went for his fucking break or whatever, he came back from his break and somebody gave him $100 fucking. He will very likely do prayer hands at that point in time. If he doesn't do it between now and then, I imagine he's going to fucking give a good old prayer hands to the camera when somebody drops $100 for him. We'll wait and see though. Maybe we'll get a fucking full house sooner though, who knows?
A lot of people saying I should set up a new suggestion box. I could do that. We're not gonna do it now, it's too late. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see what you guys want to do. A late night podcast. Late night with DS Politics. Spider Dijon, I honestly don't know. He says, what do you think would benefit you? Less reacting, more gameplay, less gameplay? I don't know. I just don't know. At this point, like I said, I'm open to do anything. I just love hanging out with you guys. I don't care if we're talking about this. You talk about this all day. I don't look. It's like a jelly egg. Right? We'll talk about that if you want. I don't care. I like hanging out with people and having social interaction and people getting meaning out of it. That's what I care about. You know, it doesn't matter if we do that through the medium of me playing a video game or talking on a podcast or doing else, reacting to content. It's all good. Is YouTube Premium good for my channel? Absolutely. YouTube Premium is outstanding. YouTube Premium, all right, number one, any time you're on someone's channel who has ads enabled on their content, whether it's on videos or streams, that person gets credit as if you watched all the ads even though you never did. And then in addition to that, you get a million benefits from it. Like, I love YouTube Premium. I only have it on one of my YouTube accounts, but that account I always have logged in, and that's what I watch all the videos on and everything, and it's super duper useful. It's so great. So I recommend, if you're a heavy user of YouTube, you gotta get YouTube Premium. It's the only way to really enjoy the site, especially with all the intrusive ads that have popped up recently. Okay. Joel Law says, don't do politics, but instead do things with audience interactivity. Engage the audience, involve the audience, even games if possible. Close the gap between yourself and the viewer. Why do I have a jelly egg? Because it's a hand exerciser. And I told you, my hand's all messed up. And so this is a great way when my hand's not feeling good to squeeze this, you get all the muscles flowing, all the blood flow, everything in there. That's what this is for. Grim River says, oh no, I lost my book of the dead. It was in my inventory in Baldur's Gate 3, now it's just missing. Wonder what happened. I don't remember what I did with my book of the dead. I think eventually did I put it away? I think I did. I think I put it away. What's going on, Matt? How are you? Alright, I'm getting rid of this guy. He's obviously a troll. Getting the hell out of here. No plans to play Persona 3.
We have a full house. Obviously a troll.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
We have three free spaces. It's over.
Burger.
Full house. Oh boy. How exciting. Anyway.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. Fuck me, another fucking full house. Fuck me, man. Jesus Christ, guys. Okay, I'm gonna set up the marble to decide the winner. Fucking 2 in a row. What's the fucking odds? There we go. So yeah, I will be back in a few minutes to set up the marble stream to determine today's bingo winner. Actually, is Radman still about? Wasn't it Radman that picked the bingo card? If Radman's still about, can they give me a random number between 1 and 3400? And that'll help us pick the marble course. Because it was their card, I want them to pick the course as well. But if they're not around, we'll get someone else to do it, you know, later on. But we'll see. Anyway, be right back. I'm going to set up the marble stream because I got a couple of names to get sorted for it. So yeah, BRB in like 5 minutes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have marbles here. I think Radman is gone. He picked the winning bingo card number, but I think they're gone. So, Unsalted Skies, Redemption Time. Pick a number between 1 and 3,400. I'm gonna let Unsalted Skies pick the bloody number, but pick a random course. They said 1845. We'll go to 1845, and we'll use that community map to have as our course for today. I'm using the numbers on the right and the left hand side. 1845 was the number that Unsalted Skies said, and it is called Evolution Chillin' Progression, made by Doobie 14. Okay, 17% completion elimination rate. Elimination rate. Average like 3.5 minutes. I need to add this to 257. There we go. So let's just fucking doobie doo. Fucking made this course fantastic. So yeah, this seems like a very a strong chance of somebody winning. So yeah, and finally that chill stream. There you go. So there's 237 different marbles. I've added the most recent names, and also before we even continue, I want to apologise. I don't think they ever, if they're here for streams, I think they usually aren't able to make live streams. Koraz is a detractor called Koraz. He left a comment on the post 2 months ago, and somehow I missed it. His name or her name has now been added to the list. Like, they are now on here. But they should have been on it 2 months ago, and I feel fucking terrible about that. I feel awful for fucking missing somebody for 2 whole fucking months. So yeah, I mean, it was there, but I just missed it, and I had no fucking idea. And they fucking made a comment the other day reminding me. I was saying, I thought I had my comment in here, and I checked, and it was, yeah, it was there. They should be here. Hold on, let me just fucking find them. Here's me trying to fucking find them. Someone say if you can fucking see Koraz. Where the fuck is Koraz? I will find you. And I will punch you out and say, hey, there you are. Where the fuck are you? Jesus Christ, man. 237 marbles. I'm trying to find the one. Is it looking for a needle and a stack of fucking needles? There's so many fucking names. There's so many marbles. I'm probably fucking going past it without even fucking realising. But trust me, it should be there. I've added all the names. I've added all the fucking names. Apparently I passed it. There we go. I'm blind as fuck. So they fucking go. People have confirmed it's there. There you go. So people have confirmed it's now fucking there. Fantastic. Let's have a look at this fucking course. Starts off as a little fucking like a plingle thing. We'll go down here. Follow it down here. These are wee moving steps here. Quite nice. Got this in here. Very interesting look of it. Very transparent, the blocks. Well, they're usually kind of transparent anyway, but like more so it feels like. We go for this little tumble thing here. There's no way to fall through, I believe. It's just a case of getting slowed down sometimes. We got this thing here as well. This is fucking cool. Look at this shit. That's kind of funky. You go down here, everything else. These just static. These might be breakable, I'm not sure. Those might be breakable, but they might not be. Oh, you might get sent to the moon with these. These things can send you and launch you. You roll over these at the wrong time, they pop up out of nowhere very fast, and they can launch you like a fucking rocket to the sky. Is that a jump and a gap, or is it fucking... No. I think this is like... Yeah, it's probably all floor. It's all solid, so you can't just fucking fall there. And then you go through this fucking shit here as well. Yeah, go through there. And yeah, I think that's essentially the whole thing. And then some more springy things. It's quite a long course, but it seems quite simple in the grand scheme of things. Right, okay. Let's get this going here. So yeah, this is going to determine today's bingo winner. So good luck to everyone. There's 237 marbles. May the fastest marble win. Here we fucking go. I'll just start it now. Actually, here we go. Where are we? I mean, by the time I get back over here, they're fucking still dropping from the fucking sky. Told me on with the early lead, it looks like, but I'm overtaken by Grazing Poro. Oh, they're all going to get... Oh my god, this is going to be so many marbles, just... Oh my god. Why do you have this at the start? This is such a weird thing to have at the start. This should hopefully split things up a little bit. And there you go, Mr. Extravagant and Heinz is there as well, and Polite Scrutiny, Not a Cookie, Jasper's Angels, Farry Catty, There we go. All sorts of fucking names here. There if I can go. Some people getting caught up a little bit in that old Stevie Dead is getting caught up in there. Jasper's Angels is flying down, and some people getting held up. Not a Cookie, going quite well. How about we follow Not a Cookie? Since they're the front runners right now, they're getting chased by Tredidas, Fatty Catty, Beamer, Dist Optimus as well as in there. You got Daniel Cannon as well above and Hines as well, but Not a Cookie though is leading the charge right now. But that can very easily change, of course. Everyone's stuck back there. There's still quite a few people back there still, looks like. I'm kind of curious to go back the way and see who the hell's stuck all the way back there, but fuck me. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Are these breakable? No, they're not. They're solid. They're absolutely solid. Okay. Fatty Catty going down the other side and overtaken. Excellent overtake there from Fatty Catty. But will they survive this? They may get launched in the air. Not a Cookie regaining the lead as we go through this little trippy tunnel, and we come out the other side, and they just almost flawlessly through that. Oh, Not a Cookie is caught in the middle here, and this is where things can really change. If you don't get it this fast, this can really alter things for you. And look at this as well, 3 different courses, 3 different ways to go through here. Not a Cookie is the first one out. Jasper's Angels not far behind. Tacozilla fallen to their doom somehow. Unlucky Tacozilla. Jasper's Angels is going to take the lead here, but going to get slowed down by that block a little bit. Not a Cookie retakes the lead, but it is a very close run race here. We're getting closer and closer towards the end. It looks like Not a Cookie could be in the winning. Jasper's Angels has retaken the lead here, and now this is the final stretch. Can Jasper's Angels get through this in one go? Not a Cookie is trying to regain the lead, but Jasper's Angels may actually win the bingo here. It looks like they're going to. The winner, would you believe it or not, is actually Jasper's Angels. Not a Cookie second, Jin 33 third, Mob Mama 4th, Stevie Dead 5th, well done Stevie Dead for getting back up there, Purpose 6th, Mr. Extravagant 7th, Stubert 8th, Mr. Differently Abled 9th, and Hawk Swervers 10th. Now, who's all back here? By the way, there's multiple Jasper's Angels. In case people are new, Jasper's Angels have like fucking 6 fucking marbles, you know, 5 or 6 marbles. It's for charity, you know. They get more because it's fucking charity. Charity always deserves to have an advantage in my opinion, so there you go. But it's actually quite rare for Jasper's Angels to even win outright. There's the number 1 getting launched into the air by these wee things here, and down they go. We've got 10 seconds or so to go. Can we have some people finish the course? Some people are dying. Born to Hand Jive, can they win? Not win, but get to the end. They can. So, that is bingo, and our winner today was Jasper's Angels. Congratulations to Jasper's Angels. So yeah, these are all the people that finished the course. The top 10 you already know. Koraz, fucking proof of Koraz. There you go, Koraz. They should have been in 2 months ago. But here they go, they're 11th in the very first marbles, they're 11th place. Congratulations to Koraz, and sorry again for missing the comment in the first place, it's fucking crazy. So there we go. So here's all the people that finished the course and they crossed the line, and of course all the ones that finished and crossed the line, you're going to have a whole bunch of people that did not make the finish line, and I have a feeling I'm one of them. Mister, you finished 81st. So there you go. I don't know where I finished. Jasper's Angels finished 128th and 129th as well. That's quite impressive. Let's look at all the people that died. Luna Guardian, Kane's Anime Girl, one of Jasper's Angels. I died. Motherfucker. That's a shite course anyway. Anyway, fuck. That's a pretty good course. Pretty good fucking course. So there we go. Jasper's Angels, they win the bingo, you know what I mean? So there'll be even more money going towards Jasper's Angels. As things stand, Jasper's Angels is going to receive from me $150 when I get paid. From a combination of... So previous bingo winners did not come forward and claim their prize. So by default it goes to Jasper's Angels. Prophet won the other day, and he asked me to put it to Jasper's Angels. And now Jasper's Angels won this bingo, so there we go. So yeah, that's a lot of money going to good causes, so there we go. I am going to wrap things up there. Let's just get out of this, and of course we're going to end this how we actually always end this, with otters. And yeah, I know Prophet was only kidding when he asked me to tip Phil. I have a Discord message saying otherwise, saying give it to charity, so there we go. Ah, goodness me. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining me for some bingo antics and all that jazz. A full house, 2 full houses in a row. We might fucking have to get a streak going this rate to fucking, you know, a full house streak. But who fucking knows? But guys, as I said, thank you for being here. I do hope you all had a fun and enjoyable time. And what's this happening? So D-Dog's saying that I told Elaine Walls this morning in the Vega stream. I guess she didn't get back to you. I haven't heard anything. I believe. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, I'll try and reach out to her if I can. But I don't know. Anyway, guys, I will be back tomorrow for some more bingo antics and all that jazz. But until then, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. However you wish to spend it. I will live. I don't know if Taken L's is still streaming. If they are, I will live redirect the stream to Taken L's. If they're not, I might just fucking pick someone else instead. I don't know. We'll see. But guys, hope you had a good time. I'm going to end how I always end, by playing notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Okay guys, thank you once again for being here. I do hope you all had a good time, and I will catch you all tomorrow for some more bingo, but until then, have a good one. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
Alright, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Alright, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.